What's the deal, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. This is Dame by any means. Jump in here, y'all. Y'all already know what's up, man. My guy KO had to get off early. What up, Cam? What's good, y'all? Ruben, what's the deal, y'all? What's going on? I'm about to post this link in here, you know, so we could kind of keep the conversation going about the stuff that KO was touching on. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna post this joint immediately for all the Earthmen, and we got a bunch of different things we could talk about. All we down to from Shakur Stevenson this weekend, the Williams Zepeda, to the ticket sales, to Kid Austin Daddy getting Kurt capping again, to Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney being on the undercard, to what if Jerron Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz get on this card. We can talk about a multitude of things, Joe. You already know. Hopefully, I'm gonna get everybody some time to get in here. So, y'all sit there, y'all be, we gonna keep it moving how we keep it moving. Give me a second, real quick. All right, what's the deal, y'all? Yeah, open panel. Y'all can jump right up. I ain't gonna be up here forever. You feel what I'm saying? But just long enough. Let me handle something real quick. Hold on, y'all. While we in the midst of doing this. But link in the chat for anybody who want to pop up. Y'all already know what's up. But we got so many different things we could talk about, though, y'all. It's a lot that boxing been jumping a little bit. It been a lot that's going on for real, for real. For real, it been a lot that's going on. Make sure you hitting that like button on your way in, y'all. Please make sure that y'all hit that like button. Be much, much, much appreciated. Because that's free. Put in there. What we gonna be in here? Show your boy some love. Jab Queen, what's good, Queen? How you doing? How you doing? How y'all doing? Yeah. What's up, all the Earthmen? Hit that like button. There's more of y'all in here. Don't be eavesdropping. I could see y'all. Y'all know y'all eavesdroppers. We could see y'all that y'all eavesdropping while y'all doing it. What up, Javon? What's up, bro? These eavesdroppers, man, y'all something else. Y'all's a trip. All right. All right, there we go. I was in here trying to figure some stuff out, y'all. That's all. Uh, but yeah, y'all, what y'all want to rap on though? We got a bunch of different stuff. Like I said, I got the link in the chat for y'all. So anybody got wanted to get their bars off. I know KO had to jump off early. That's why I opened it up for y'all to get y'all bars off. You feel me? Ain't too many other content creators gonna be doing this. I was about to be chilling, but you already know. No, that's not what it is. All right, that's what I gotta do. There we go. Quee, what up? What's popping? What's popping, ladies? Ladies always showing love, unlike you little dusty males. The ladies always showing love. You little don't clean your fingernails, scratch your behind eating Doritos type guys. Y'all don't show love. But let's get to it. Let's get to it though. I had to go make sure everything was how it's supposed to be. But Edward Berlanga having a 2-for-1 a buy one get one free ticket sale is just crazy. I be trying to warn y'all. I'm trying to warn y'all about these things. You dusties. I tried to warn y'all. Now Edgar Balaga had to go to the streets of Brooklyn, get on the corner, and start pushing these tickets. And y'all cool with it. And y'all Edward Balaga had to put these joints in a couple packs. He got all the Puerto Ricans in New York working them joints night and day. The terror squad, they got the Bronx on smash right now. Goddamn, yo, we gotta talk about. I want y'all to understand how crazy this is. You can't try to get a Gervonta Davis ticket for free. Do y'all see the difference? Do I have to say anything else after saying that? I was in New York. You couldn't give away a Gervonta Davis ticket. That would be very nice if you did, but that ain't nothing people just do. They out here at the bodega pushing tickets for the 2-for-1 special. They out here giving out biggie bags. They out here pushing biggie bags for this weekend. And all Shakur fans, y'all just cool with it. I told y'all this was going to happen. And all the Shakur fans, I want y'all to understand this. Every last one of y'all that be trying to act like y'all cool with it, I've done my research. Ain't not one of y'all going to the fight. Y'all part of the problem. Y'all Tank fans, us Tank fans go to the fights. Yeah, Quee, the biggie bag. The biggie bag. B-Dog, what up? Us Tank fans, we go to fights. All y'all Shakur fans that been running y'all mouth, y'all is part of the reason y'all not helping your boy. And that's my boy too. And I would go, but I'm not taking a ferry to go. Like, why did you put it with Leverman? I'm not doing that. Just me personally. I was just up there for the Tank fight. You see how that worked? What's popping? The Tank fans that be trolling in the chats, what do you say? Don't go to no fights. J. Cool, that's not, they may or may not go to fights. That's on them. So that definitely worked both ways, but the difference is you can't give it. It didn't matter if they went or not. It's sold out. You see the difference? Shakur's and them is not sold out right now. It's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of tickets available. In New York, where Berlanga is from. Shakur Stevenson, right across the bridge. I'm just saying. I go to the fight, but I don't know about everybody else. I feel you, bro. I feel you. B-Dog said, I live in Connecticut. I should have bought a ticket to the tennis court to go support. Hey, man, Ward didn't sell either. He's still a legend. We didn't say that he wasn't. Ain't nobody. See, that's where you know y'all get sensitive. Did I say Shakur Stevenson wasn't a top fighter in boxing? Did I say that? Did I say anything like that? For you to even say, let's put this up on the screen. For you to even say this, did I say anything suggesting that Shakur Stevenson's not good? Tell me the part where I was suggesting that Shakur Stevenson is trash. Shakur Stevenson's not going to be a Hall of Famer. Tell me where I said any of that. Timothy Bradley is in the Hall of Fame. No, like, this is it's really thousands. Yes, there's thousands of seats available. Edgar Berlanga out here giving 2-for-1 specials. Facts. On my mama. There's definitely a bad look for these boys. And this is a good card. Exactly, Gap Tooth. Exactly, brother. Exactly. If I'm not at the GTD fight, then I'm buying the fight. It ain't too many. Like, I mean, the rest of them is Saudi Arabia, Ruben. So it don't even matter. I ain't even mad at you. You don't even have a choice. I mean, you do got a choice, but you can't smoke weed and do a bunch of stuff over there. I'm cool. I can't blow no bud. What fun is that? I can't do what I want. I just don't like being able to go nowhere and I can't do what I want. That's more of my problem. I don't have fun like that. I don't see how people go on vacation. I can't go on vacations like that. I'm not gonna have fun. The whole point of going on a vacation is to relax and do what I want. I don't want to have restrictions on my relaxation. Andre Noble, what's the deal, bro? Arena, what's up, Queen? Once Shakur put belt to ass, one thing y'all gonna talk about is pay-per-view buys and ticket sales. Bro, do you even know who you talking to, J. Kuva? J. Kuva, do you know who you talking to, bro? You know you talking to the person. This is how I'm thinking you're a troll. You know I got Shakur Stevenson stepping on Williams and Peter. I'm one of the few that do. What are you talking about? I'm confused, like genuinely confused. What does him winning have to do with the ticket sales of people wanting to see it, my guy? Can you please tell me what his performance in the ring has to do with people not buying the fight prior to his performance? What are you talking about? Are you about to tell me how good Shakur Stevenson is? I know how good Shakur Stevenson is. What's your point on the sales, Dean? Most of the shit gonna come after the last press conference and local news picks up. Yeah, I mean, the point of the sales is people try to act like the point of the sales is that's where you get your leverage from. You can't be talking like the A side, but you're the B side, but have A side expectations. That's the point of it. Canelo can ask for people to do stuff that he wanted to do. Why? Because he produces. When you produce, you get leverage. That's how things work. That's just how it goes in life. You can't go to Gervontadavis and tell him, well, Tank, I got a WBC belt. Okay. Raymond Maritala got a belt too. What does that matter? When we talking these splits, though, on what this pay-per-view gonna be and what we gonna get, you gotta come to me with more than I'm good and I got a belt. That's the point. Because the first thing, Candy Slim, that they bring up in negotiations, do you want to know the first thing that they talk about? Before they get to the ring size and all, and where they gonna fight at and what belt it's gonna be for, before all of that, you want to know what they talk about? You know the answer to that. I don't even have to respond to that answer. So that's why it matters. It matters so much that Shakur Stevenson was mad and didn't want to be the co-main, and him and Edward Berlanga almost fell out because of it. That's how much it matters. Because it matters, because then the next time that you do business, it's not no guarantee that you're going to be the main event. Haven't we learned that lesson with Devin Haney just now? And what's the deal, bro?
Big dog, what you going off about? What is you yelling and screaming about today, bro?
You said what I'm yelling and screaming about.
Yeah, what you talking about, man? What's going on? What you talking about?
Well, I really opened the panel because KO had to get off. But whatever y'all want to talk about, we can talk about Shakur this weekend. We could talk about the ticket sales.
No. My question was, what was you just talking about? You heard talking something about ticket sales and belts and shit like that. What was
the ticket sales is trash. They out here giving out 2-for-1 specials. Edward Berlanga selling them out of bodegas right now.
So what you telling me is that Edgar Berlanga is not the superstar he says he is.
Yeah, he's definitely not. I don't know why the hell he's a main event fighter, but I don't fuck with Turkey. I don't tell them to go over there and have to go through all of this. Is you absolutely
No,
right?
he said he was the biggest star in New York because he did better against Canelo than anybody else. That's what he said.
I know, and don't we know that Edgar Berlanga is a big cat? Edgar Berlanga said that who Edgar Berlanga? They said Canelo, and he picked himself after getting beat up by Canelo. This is how delusional people is. That's all. It just proved my point on just how delusional everybody is. But my biggest thing is we got Shakur Stevenson and Williams Zepeda on the card, a highly anticipated fight, and you got to give out 2-for-1 specials. Something is wrong.
No, nothing wrong. What, you thought people know who Shakur Stevenson is? Is that what you thought?
Yes, Shelton in New York City. That's right across from New York. Newark. Yes, I would think people know who he is because everybody tell me.
Listen, bro. Nobody in America knows who he is.
Bro, people no, Scho, we not doing that. People in New York, New Jersey, and New York know who Shakur Stevenson is. They knew who Gervonta Davis was. They knew who Gervonta Davis was.
If they knew who he was, why they not coming across the river to buy the ticket?
That's what I be trying to tell y'all. He's not a draw. That's the question I would love for some Shakur Stevenson fans. And I'm a Shakur Stevenson fan. But this is a question I would love for them to answer.
But you gotta understand this. There's only a few.
Hold on, because y'all tell me how much is the sweet science of boxing, but it looked like the people have spoke on what they like. See, this be my problem. Hardcore boxing fans, we don't dictate what the casuals gravitate towards. You can love the rapidy rap. Hold on. You can love the rapidy rap from the 90s and all of that. It's not going to stop people from going to a Future concert, no matter how much you say this is pure hip hop. This is Q-Tip and Tribe Called Quest. That's all good, but it doesn't change what the casuals gravitate towards. But in the problem where that comes in at is because you want the casual fan base. You want the casual fan base. You want to get paid like a fighter who has a casual fan base, but y'all don't have a casual fan base to demand to get paid that way. And that be the problem. That's why him and Turkey was about to go at it. Turkey would have never reneged on Gervonta Davis about nothing.
Oh, not at all.
But you got to understand, there's only a few boxers that are in that stratosphere.
I get that, Scho, and I'm talking about Shakur needs to understand that. I understand that. The problem is him and Devin don't understand that. That's the problem.
Well, he's figuring it out now, isn't he? Is he figuring it out now?
No, he is just as cocky and think he in the same position he was in. No, he hasn't learned that. No, he hasn't learned that. He's still going to sign with Eddie Hearn. He's going to still deal with Turkey, and they've been doing him dirty. So, no, he hasn't learned that lesson.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Who else is going to give him some money?
I think every promotional company are giving some money. I don't think it's a single promotional company that wouldn't sign.
Who's going to give him the money? Who's going to give him the money he's asking for?
Well, right now with his productivity, it's only going to be Turkey. So then that leaves the question: why is he dealing with Eddie Hearn?
That's why he's doing what he's doing. Because he knows.
I know, Scho, and I know why he's doing what he's doing. He say that's why he's not doing it. He say it's not because of the reasons that we talking about.
You can't listen to what he says. You can't listen to what he says because he's lying.
I do, because then his fans get up here and tell me what he says and what they think. And then I tell them. But my thing is that pushes the conversation because they make Shakur feel like he has more leverage in all of these situations than in reality actually having. It's people like
if he had more leverage, wouldn't he exercise that leverage if he had it?
That's the problem. That's why it's people like me that be trying to tell him how to move and telling his fans, no, that's not a good thing to do. Don't do that. Don't go over there and do that. That's not good. They be no, Dean, you don't know what you're talking about. And then they have to give out 2-for-1 specials at the bodega. I'm just saying.
Dean, but remember too, Shakur's the type to come out and say, fuck the fans, that he doesn't care. So I believe that's why Shakur's in the situation that he's in. But you see, I don't know if you've seen the Ring magazine. They were talking about the Jake Paul tickets.
Hold on, y'all. What's them like buttons like? I've been getting all sidetracked. What them like buttons at? Show love in that cash app. Hit the super chat. Somebody please tell me what them like buttons is looking like. Soon as I said that, my guy Crown Jewel dropped the fireball. But I need to know what them like buttons looking like though. Somebody tell me in the chat.
39 right
you
now.
at 39.
Oh, 39. Right oh, no, absolutely not. Get them. Hey, it's like 30 something eavesdroppers in here. I need y'all to get them lights up. Is you hating because you mad or you mad because you hating? You can like for free. You're literally watching a live chat, looking at the like button. You're literally looking at the like button right now. Press it. Hold on, my guy, Crown Jewel Boxing with the 5-piece. Appreciate you. Brian Norman Sr. is sick. I thought they was the main event. Oh, we gonna get to it, Crown Jewel. Oh, we gonna get to it.
That's not the main event fight?
Nah, they got David the main event.
Damn, Crown Jewel left a super chat for I could say it. I was ready to say that nigga was crazy, even thinking Boots was gonna be on his undercard. That nigga crazy.
Who's the main event fight? Who's the main event fight?
Benavidez.
As it should be. As it should be.
That nigga crazy as hell. I'm telling y'all, he crazy
as it should be. Benavidez is a 2-division world champion. What is he talking about?
David Benavidez wasn't going over there to not be no main event. That'd be dumb.
He's a 2-division world champion. Why wouldn't he be the main event?
It's because I keep telling you,
co-main event.
That's only under Tank and who else? Like, that's somebody who's bigger than him. That makes sense to co-main under Tank.
Oh, I thought you was talking about Devin.
Oh, no, I'm talking about David. I don't give a fuck about no damn Devin.
That's crazy. They both. The crazy thing is they both main co-mains now. I keep telling y'all, and then Turkey then everybody keeps saying, well, Dean, Turkey don't mean. Oh, I know what I wanted to talk to Shakur fans about. Y'all owe me an apology. No, all y'all, where Rich at? Where Blunt Sports at? I know y'all listening. Boxing Hacker, where y'all at? I'm putting the link back in the chat. I need my apology because I told y'all Earthmen. Y'all probably like, Dean, what you talking about? I thought y'all said that Turkey wasn't directing none of that Tom and Jerry stuff at Shakur Stevenson. Y'all told me, Dean, he wasn't talking about Shakur. Why you keep saying Shakur?
He's talking directly to Shakur.
He got to stop the last time, Dean. He wasn't talking about Shakur. And that's been no action. Then he actually proved he was talking about Shakur. And everything has been directed all the way towards one fighter, Shakur Stevenson. So much so that they trolling each other back and forth on the internet about it. Can y'all come up here and apologize just as loudly as y'all was up here running y'all mouth on my panel telling me, Dean, you don't know what you're talking about. Like I said, y'all could keep thinking the guy trolling. Knockout brought up a great point. If he's trolling so much, then why did he put Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez in the 18x18? Why did him and Shakur Stevenson have money issues? This is just questions. Why did he actually try to get it in the 18x18, but Shiraz and them wouldn't sign off on it right again? You 100% right, Ruben. Why, wherever you at, just say it with me. Right again. Y'all told me he wasn't talking about him, and Dean, we singling him and Devin out. And when I asked y'all, well, who else is he talking about? Y'all told me he was talking about William Scho. Everybody on the panel, can I ask y'all something? Have y'all heard Turkey say a flying fuck anything about William Scho when he been mentioning this Tom and Jerry shit?
Nah. As soon as that Canelo fight,
as soon as that shit was over, he said, I don't want him on my TV.
But not only that, if you notice after the Canelo fight, you know how normally they be interviewing both of them. He said, "Yo, Scho, get the fuck out. Yo, Crawford, come in.
That's basically Crawford." What he did. He said, hey, get the fuck out.
He told Crawford to come up, hold my hand on live TV. That's what he told him.
Man, forget Turkey, bro. I don't even like Shakur because it's dragging his joke anyway. He like that one unfunny nigga, bro. But like he don't do nothing wrong, but he just lame, bro.
But Turkey keep trolling Shakur to a point where I feel like Shakur is gonna keep fighting the same way, regardless whether the ring is 18 by 18. I think Shakur, like in the past, like I said, he said fuck the fans. He doesn't care. So, of course, I mean, that's not really Shakur's fighting style. Of course, I'd like to see him come in there and put some hands on Zepeda, so he could prove to the fans that he's really like that. But I mean, people keep referring that he might knock him out, and I don't know how if he injured his hands punching Padley to the body.
I'm gonna make a video about that tomorrow, y'all. That's a great point you brought up.
Yeah, he cooked.
Shakur Stevenson cannot afford not a little bit in this fight. And the crazy thing is, y'all,
he can't afford a bad performance.
No, he can't afford for his hands to start hurting in like round 5 or 6.
That too, because Zepeda gonna fuck around and
because you know why I say that, y'all? It's the amount of punches he gonna have to throw with Zepeda. Because put it like this, y'all. Well, other people, they be scared to throw against Shakur, right? So he get to delay his hands hurting because he's not throwing. He don't have to throw as many punches back. Williams Zepeda is going to put him in a position where he's going to have to throw more than normal, which is going to leave more chances for his hands to get hurt, which his hands has been hurt his last 7 to 8 fights. And people said, Dean, why you say 7 to 8 fights? Because I got sources too. And I know people, and they told me.
And then granddaddy said that.
Yeah, they said his hands been hurting for a lot longer than it been to the public. And y'all heard what Tim Bradley said today. So that's my biggest concern in all of this.
To your point, though, Dean, my fault. To your point, I was ready to say, if y'all go rewatch that Robeisy Ramirez fight in the Olympics, towards the end of the fight, Robeisy just started throwing volume, bro. Like, shit somewhat looked like Williams Zepeda. I got Shakur winning, but Shakur got stuck when they didn't start throwing volume at him when he got on them ropes.
Yeah, he gonna just
like go rewatch it if y'all got
time.
He gonna cover up.
Zepeda trash. I don't know what y'all seeing that dude. He's garbage.
Nah, he is trash.
Nah, we ain't
hold on. Zepeda is not trash. No. He's not
Man,
trash.
that dude had a hurt. He had a hurt Kevin Farmer in front of him and couldn't do shit with that dude. That dude was hurt.
Compared to my favorite fighter, he trash. I ain't gonna hold you.
You know how many fighters have fighters that are hurt in front of him and don't stop him? Don't.
I was just about to say that Shakur ain't
that dude is shit. He's trash. He's
Shakur
garbage.
had Arthur hurt in the 6th round. Shakur had Arthur hurt in the 6th round.
You boxed before?
And didn't stop him at all.
Okay. This dude is garbage, and you'll find out Saturday.
I don't think he's garbage, bro.
No matter
garbage
what,
is a stretch.
Yeah, garbage.
You don't become the number one. Hold on, y'all. You don't become the number one guy in all the sanctioning bodies being trash, bro. Like I can't co-sign. Not in the division like
Wait. Besides Tevin Farmer, who has he fought? Give me one name.
He fought Cabrera. I like Maxie Hughes.
Who the fuck is that?
What?
They both was pretty good top contenders at 135.
Maxie Hughes?
Cabrera, the guy that a lot of people thought beat Pitbull.
Another trash motherfucker. Pitbull's trash.
Nah, Pitbull not trash, bro. I can't say.
I ain't gonna hold you, Dean. Pitbull trash.
He's trash.
I can't say Pitbull trash, bro. Can't say he's trash.
That dude is famous for losing. He's trash. He's famous for losing. And they put him in there with weak ass.
Okay, let me ask you this then.
What's the weak ass word for
now I got to do it on the opposite end. Who has Shakur for? Then if Williams Zepeda is trash, hold on. And this is where I get y'all caught up at. If Williams Zepeda is trash, then don't come up here asking me for all this credit if he beats me. It can't be both ways. It can't be.
I would never ask for credit.
No,
it can't be. That dude is trash.
Hold on. No, it can't be. He get all his credit if he beat him up. But he trashed going into the fight. You gotta pick one, bro.
You don't get no credit for beating a garbage ass fighter. What are you talking about?
So he don't get no credit for this fight. That's all I want to make sure.
No, this dude is trash. You get no credit for this.
Okay, then. So who has Shakur for that's not trash? If Williams Zepeda is,
name him.
Nobody yet.
So everybody Shakur is for this trash too, right?
They better than Zepeda, yeah.
Oscar Valdez is not better than Zepeda.
Not better than Zepeda.
You trash.
Zepeda is trash.
Zepeda is not better than Zepeda, brother.
How many championships Oscar Valdez won? How many championships Oscar Valdez won?
I think he got one.
How many Zepeda won?
He's getting his shot now. He just got his shot.
He's trash.
Okay.
You know what? We're not gonna keep going back and forth.
So is William Zepeda better than Padley?
No.
Yeah.
I'm done. William Zepeda is not better than the electrician.
I don't have no respect for William Zepeda. I have no respect for William Zepeda. He had a hurt Tevin Farmer in front of him and got dropped by the same hurt dude.
So then why should I respect Shakur Stevenson and show it?
I'm not asking you to. I don't care if you do or you don't. I'm just telling you he's trash.
So how we know Shakur not trash?
How we know Shakur good?
We'll find out when he fights somebody good. Won't we?
Lord
Yo, Shakur fans, y'all gonna let him sit up here and say this? Somebody background crazy.
So I guess once Shakur wins, we're not even gonna talk about Zepeda, and we shouldn't even talk about.
You shouldn't be talking about Zepeda now.
Hold on, because everyone keeps saying, "Oh, Shakur is the best lightweight." Who has he fought at 135? But yet, when we ask this question, they want to bring up the 130 division where he shined at.
But now don't forget 126 too. 126 too.
Okay, 126 and 130. Who does Shakur need to fight so we put him up in that category and actually give him credit? Because Shakur fans talked so highly that he was going to knock out Zepeda and that he was going to get him out of there. When Shakur got hurt hands, we've seen it with Padley, and it took him 9 rounds when Padley was vocal and admitted before that fight they hit him up 2 weeks. He was training CrossFit, not even
2
boxing.
days. 2 days.
Yes, boxing, but he was in the gym training CrossFit, nothing related to boxing. So now, since you're saying that Zepeda's trash, I can't wait for this fight to happen. And if Shakur wins in a boring fashion, you as a Shakur fan are what are you gonna say? Oh, Shakur, he's not that. He got to fight someone. He got to do this. But you see, Turkey's out here trying to offer a Tank fight that Turkey can't even get. So what? Does Shakur need to fight Tank to be good, or what? Or the people he's just fighting?
That's what it sounded like.
He needs to fight the people with the belts. Who got the belts? Whoever got the belt, that's who he needs to fight.
I mean, you tell me, because you're saying that the people he's fought are trash, and you're the same person.
I'm saying I didn't say nothing about the people he fought. I said this guy, William Zepeda, is trash.
You just said Padley.
But William Zepeda better than everybody Shakur fought, though.
How do you know that? Has he fought those guys? You don't know that. You assume that. You don't know that.
Well, I assume that. I assume
that better than William Zepeda.
I don't. Have they fought?
Well, I can't go. If that's the case, then we shouldn't talk about boxing at all. If we got to just base it off of, well, we got to see him fight. I could say that about anybody.
That's not the problem. This is the problem.
Like, I could use that argument.
The problem is that we don't all have to have the same opinion. We don't have to all say that William Zepeda is good. I personally think he's shit. You can think he's good.
No, what I'm saying is, but you got to give me more than if you think he's shit, then who's not shit?
Like, who's good?
The guy that's finna whoop his ass Saturday is pretty good.
Are you sure? Because his opponents are terrible, so how he that good?
That's the part I'm trying to figure out.
He's better than them. He's better than them. That's enough for me.
Oh, wait, but Padley's better than Zepeda.
What if he loses?
Like 16 fights.
Has Padley ever fought Zepeda?
You just said.
So how do you know that Padley isn't better than Zepeda? How do you know?
Everybody ranking
you don't.
Zepeda's the best one in the division.
You don't.
Zepeda is
number one by all the.
Hey, if you like Zepeda, great.
Boxer Hacker, you like to argue so much, but you ain't got nothing to say
on this. If you like Zepeda, that's great. Zepeda is shit, in my opinion. Zepeda is shit. Zepeda is shit.
All the contender shit then, because he's the number one.
Zepeda is shit.
Exactly, by all 4.
And you'll find out Saturday that he's trash.
I mean, but then you discrediting Shakur.
I don't care. I don't care. He's trash.
But from what standpoint? He's number one.
He's not a very good boxer. What else do you want me to say? He's not very good.
He's number one.
He's flat-footed. He comes forward. He throws a bunch of punches. He don't have no pop. Yeah, he's not very good.
And yet he's over everybody else as far as contenders. I mean,
who did he beat? Who did he beat?
He's over. He's like 33-0, 27 knockouts, bro.
Against who? Against who?
He beat Tevin Farmer, right? He beat Cabrera.
Okay.
Beat,
well,
yeah, like, what are you talking about?
Everybody beats Tevin Farmer. He got like 9-10 losses. Everybody beats him.
Nelson, I think you're trolling, right?
Yo, hit that like button, man. Show love in that cash app.
You think you trying to pump this dude up like he's a good fighter? He's not very good.
Who's good? All right, name the contenders that are good then.
135. Davis is pretty good.
Keyshawn's not a contender. He's a champion. Name a contender.
Keyshawn's at 140. He doesn't count.
Oh, you know about Tank. Tank is a champion too.
Keyshawn has not even moved up to 140, Sheldon. So I don't know.
Who's Davis?
He's done. He's not coming back to 35, bro. He can't make the weight. Come on, man.
Bomac did an interview and they asked him, "Is Keyshawn going up to 140, or he's gonna, or what?" And he said, "We don't know. He could be at 135 or 140. So what does that tell you?"
He's going back. He's going to 40. He ain't coming back to 35.
Okay.
He's embarrassed himself at 35.
There's no other contender that's currently ranked higher than this guy. He's clearly good. I
don't care what he's ranked. He still ain't good. But look, hey.
I mean,
he can prove me wrong Saturday. He can prove me wrong Saturday.
Yeah, stats wise, he's good. You know, you can have your opinion, but stats wise, he's good.
I don't care about stats. Stats don't mean shit. Stats don't mean shit.
My thing is,
it's like resume.
Thing is, if he's like trash, then what am I supposed to do with that with Shakur? Then I gotta say everybody trash. Then that's just how that gotta work.
135 is trash.
Yeah, but
you can say that guy's trash. You can say that guy's trash. Muratalla may not be trash. Davis ain't trash. I don't care if he's ranked lower.
Stop Muratalla.
Okay, well let's line it up.
And I like Muratalla. I'm a Muratalla fan. I like Muratalla,
but he's fighting Shakur right now, right? So we don't care about Muratalla. He's fighting Shakur Saturday, right?
I think Shakur win if it beats Zepeda easily. I think he's gonna be probably the best champion in the division.
Do you think Andy Cruz trash?
He only got 5 fights. Nobody knows what he is.
He don't want to give nobody credit for nothing.
He only got 5 fights. He only got 5 fights. He only got 5 fights. What is he? What can you think about?
I got you, Arena. I promise you, I got you. Hey, yo, hit that like button, man. Show love in the super chat. Hit that cash app, man. We late night up here. I popped up here because my guy KO, he had to run off real quick. I thought y'all wanted to chop up on the open panel. Don't nobody want smoke. All the stuff that's going on in boxing. You got Shelton up here talking about Zepeda trash.
He's trash. But I do like this fight, though. I do like the Benavidez Yard fight. I do like that.
I got Benavidez stopping Yard.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah, he's gonna stop that. That gas is out. The gas is out. He's gonna get his ass whooped.
David Benavidez is the wrong person. David Benavidez is the wrong person to gas out.
His ass whooped.
Okay, I thought.
Yeah, David Benavidez is gonna beat the shit out of him.
He about to get beat.
David Benavidez spars 19 rounds when he's training.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't get tired versus David Benavidez. That's a no-no.
Let me ask you this.
Got tired in the 6th round. That nigga's getting beat.
Let me ask you this, Dave. Do you think that Callum Smith would have been a better fight or no?
I think it would have been a better. I think it would have been a better fight. I think it would have been a better fight for what the fight would have meant. Like it would have made him. He would have been able to get that interim title for the WBO, I believe, where he really would have been the mandatory for the winner of that fight. He would have made it so hard for the Bivol to duck him. Like Bivol would have literally had to duck him. Like it wouldn't have been nothing else to talk about. Like if he would have got that fight and won. So, but I like this fight though. But I like this fight.
I think Yard has more charisma than Callum Smith, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yard take more chances. Yard take more chances.
Make the press conference a little bit more fun, you know? But Callum Smith.
But do you think that Yard will have a better chance of winning than Callum Smith?
Yard hasn't really won a step up fight yet.
Because I think he will, because Callum Smith, once he start getting hit, he just cover up and move around the ring. Yard fight back.
Yeah. I think they both just victims for David Benavidez.
Yeah,
Just
David
pick them.
Benavidez
Like,
is a freaking
it
machine,
don't
bro.
even matter. Like they
That dude
just
is a freaking
victims.
machine, man.
What
know.
sucks is that I heard supposedly
I
Yard don't
think-
even spar.
To any guy that beats that brother, that guy.
I think Callum Smith would have a better chance because Callum Smith throws straight punches where Yard wings his shots.
Yeah, he went. Yeah, he leave his
But
stuff
Benavidez
open.
throws straight punches, but they'd be like 1,000 punches per second.
But my thing is, Boxing Hacker, the problem I got with them is, why are you trying to not fight David Benavidez? Y'all don't fight David, you're going to have to fight the other David. He coming too. Like, you ain't going to just be able to get out the way of smoke. Yeah, you're going to have to fight David Morrell.
So you don't think that's an easier fight than Benavidez, though? You don't think Morrell's easier than Benavidez?
Oh my God.
I'm talking about for people like Caleb Smith and people like that that's trying to avoid.
I know that's what I'm
David
saying.
Benavidez
You don't think that's an easier fight? You don't think that's an easier fight for them than Benavidez?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But I think, but guess what though, Joe? It's easier. Yeah, like Big Coop, it's an easier fight than David Benavidez, but they still gonna get their ass whooped. Like,
it's an easier
fight. You still probably get knocked out.
You might get clipped. You might get clipped, but we got to see how he looks. He's fighting Saturday, right?
Not an easy
he's fighting Saturday.
You have echo. Can you mute yourself when you're not talking?
Yeah, Scho, you got echo. One of y'all got echo.
It's Shelton Moore.
Is it me?
Echo, bro.
Yes, you.
So he's fighting Saturday. So we got to see how he looks Saturday.
I think he's gonna look good because after being in there with what you say, Big Coop?
No, I'll say anybody going to the fight.
No, I'm not going.
I ordered it already. I got the 2-for-1 on the zone.
I
paid that $94, buddy. That's right.
Yeah, I might go to the fight. Tickets only $50. So.
Yeah,
tickets is
damn. Tickets only $50.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh my God. Lord have mercy.
They probably gonna drop later.
Shakur's. I tried to tell you, brother. I tried. Lord have mercy.
Man, Shakur's gonna be all right. Look, Tank versus Shakur is gonna be in rehab season. Mark my words.
Hell no, the fucking won't.
It will be. Mark my words, y'all.
Will be in Saudi?
In Saudi?
Or it'll just be on rehab season card.
Bro, that shit not
rehab season card.
Bro, that shit not happening.
Nah, that shit. That should probably be on Amazon.
Remember, I said it. Just remember, Boxing Hacker said it. Remember
why you think it's gonna be in? Why you think it's gonna be in rehab season?
Because Turkey's already said he's ready to give Tank what he's asking for.
So, look, I'm gonna say this.
People
like
think
Tank said, if Al cool with it, he cool with it. So
Al's already cool with it. PBC works with the.
They
don't care.
You come up there, bro.
Tank's the top dog, bro. So you got it's different movement for him than the other fighters. He's the top dog.
He's not going.
What's up with his fight? I ain't seen shit about his fight. What's going on with his fight?
Y'all talking because y'all
probably going to get announced after the Pacquiao bar.
Big Coop, if you're
hold on, y'all. Hit that like button, man. I got some eavesdroppers in here. I don't like the eavesdroppers. Hit that like button, man. If y'all can't show love in the cash chat, you can't. Somebody background, y'all, is crazy. Big Coop. Nah, Shelton on mute. It's
he
cool.
came off me.
Yo, show love in the cash app. Show love in the super chat. If you can't do that, y'all, at least hit the like button. Like what we at 66 likes. I'm about to go on. I'm about to start beatboxing on here. Listen, it's like 30 something eavesdroppers in this joint. Is you hating because you mad or you mad because you hating? You are literally looking at your phone with the like button right there. Like you looking at it right there. Just press it, lazy. Just press it. Y'all want this good cook. Is this the Schofield family listening to me? Is this the Schofields? I just want to know. I think it might be the Schofields that's not hitting this like button, and that's okay. If it's the Schofields, I get it. But the rest of y'all, come on, man. Show love, man. Don't be no eavesdropper. That don't get you nowhere, man. It don't. It's just bad. Go ahead, yo.
Shelton, if you go to settings and go to audio and click on cancel echo noises and background noises, that might help. But your audio is a little bit messed up.
Yeah, they GD, you already know. I just tried to tell Shakur Stevenson, man, I don't like how they moving my guy. I predicted this was going to happen. Boxing Hacker even knows that. I tried to warn people. And And don't nobody like to listen to Damon, and it's okay. But then they complain about their money and all of this, that, and the third. Well, if you was a bigger star in boxing, you know one thing you would never have to worry about? Your money. But what do I know? What do I know?
Hey,
I'm just saying, what do I know? Hey,
D,
you don't hear Gervonta Davis complaining about his money or Canelo Alvarez. You wasn't hearing Errol Spence complaining about his money. Wasn't hearing Floyd complaining about his money. Wasn't hearing Manny Pacquiao complaining about his money. But y'all want to get paid.
Don't complain about his money neither.
Yo,
David Benavidez.
Let's pray that Tank defeats Lamont Roach, man. His recent videos, he's been looking crazy sharp, man.
William Old School said, Dean, tell Hacker quit lying and show us one video or press release where Al Heyman says he's cool with Tank fighting in Saudi. He ain't gonna be able to provide that. You know,
I haven't even seen Al Heyman in 20 years, bro. What are you talking about?
I know, but you be talking a lot about what he do,
talking
though.
Like you know what the fuck.
Al Heyman's like Ghost from Power, bro. I don't know. I haven't seen that brother, man.
Sexy Kendra, I'll start beatboxing up here. I'm telling you. I'm dead serious.
I don't know if he really exists, you know. I've been thinking.
Box that, you don't know.
Have you
I know
seen
you ain't just say that,
bro. I have yet to see a fight interview.
Bro,
in
there's
like at
pictures
least
of
10
Al
years.
Heyman.
At least from Floyd Mayweather.
You is a fool. Like, do you understand? Like, it's so wrong with you. Like, you don't even know if he exists. Huh? He's a myth. He a spirit, gang. He a spirit.
I just watched Pavlik versus Jermaine Taylor, and Al Heyman was sitting in the front row.
What year was that?
2010.
Okay, yeah, like about 10 years, right? It's more than 10 years, actually.
Oh man, you try to say I don't hate? Oh man,
Dave, you know you be asking yourself the same question sometimes. You be like, I be talking about things so much, but does he really exist?
Hey yo, hit that like button, man. Y'all stop eavesdropping. We still got like 30-some eavesdroppers. I don't get it. I don't know what's up with y'all. Y'all's out of pocket. Y'all's like, it's okay. I'd rather you just type in the chat, I don't like you, Dean. I'd rather you say that. Man. But nah, hey, Crown Jewel got brung up with a great point. Hold on, Big Coop, your background, bro. Hold on. Crown Jewel brought up a great thing. He says nobody at PBC complain about their money. No, they haven't. Actually, Adrian Broner said that's the greatest thing about them. You're going to get a lot of money, but you're going to have to fight Godzilla. Shout out to the Melvin Air podcast with the 5-ball. Shakur got his show improved, or he's 2 fights away from dropping a mixtape. And ain't this girl trying to drop one? Love, no, man. Love, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Love, man.
Don't even start with that one.
Oh, boy.
Oh, don't. I told y'all I see everything. I see everything.
Yeah, I peeped that, cop that too, actually.
Boxing Hacker.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up with your guy being the undercard, gang? I thought Brian Norman Sr. was out here laughing.
Where did y'all get that from? I didn't hear that.
Where we got that from? Hold on. Yeah. I can tell you exactly where I got that from. It's all over Twitter. I think it was announced by Ring Magazine, to be exact. Boxing Hacker.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it says David Benavidez is the main event, and Brian Norman Jr. and all of them would be co-maining.
Okay.
Boxing Hacker.
Salute to them, man.
What's the problem with that, though? David Benavidez is a 2-division world champion.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, see a David.
Isn't Devin Haney a 2-division world champion, former undisputed champion?
Yeah.
So that doesn't make
where? What belt he got?
He ain't got a belt.
Devin Haney is undisputed.
Moved up to 147. He had a belt at 40.
That was at lightweight.
I was so fan with the 5-piece. My God, he ain't even say
140 and then was undisputed at 35. He is more.
I do feel like.
And how long ago was that?
1 year ago.
Nobody cares.
I do feel like Devin versus Brian.
I don't care if Devin's the main event. What I'm saying is you can't say it just because he's the champion.
You know, I do think Devin versus Brian Norman is a bigger fight. Because Yard hasn't really done. Benavidez is a pretty big person, but like
I don't care if you think it's a bigger fight or not. I care about y'all thought Devin was going to be the main event, and y'all was talking about boots, and now y'all guys, the Devin and Bill and Senior, now y'all the co-main to David Benavidez, but was talking trash about Jerron Boots and I ain't letting it slide. You know why I'm bringing it up.
What about Boots?
Huh?
What about Boots?
Oh, Crown Jewel said from Turkey itself. To be exact, they gonna be the undercard, so y'all can't even dispute it no more.
Okay.
From
so
Turkey
you
himself.
thought Devin could be an undercard? You thought Devin could be a main event by himself?
Well, no, him and Brian Norman to me is a big fight, right?
Nobody knows who Brian Norman is, bro.
That might be the problem. Yeah, Brian Norman may not, his popularity, even though he fought in Japan, maybe it's just hit the boxing fans. Maybe
he should have fought in Atlanta first before going to Japan, but that's a different story for a different.
So it's Devin.
Japanese fans though, so I can't even say that.
Y'all come up here and chop it up with us. I just got Boxing Hacker and Big Coop up here and Scho, and y'all know Boxing Hacker. He don't really want no smoke because this man's is on the undercard now. Like I told y'all, I was right again. Turkey ain't been doing nothing to help Devin. He ain't been doing nothing but going down. Oh,
no. We can't say it because Devin's been put on 2 big fights though. He has a title fight coming up in November. It's still a big fight.
Yeah. No, he was having big fights and being the main event Boxing Hacker just a year or 2 ago.
Hey,
but
he's still getting paid though.
You couldn't have put Devin Haney on the undercard a year ago.
Hey, at the end of the day, they're still getting a lot of money.
I don't want everybody getting paid. We everybody in boxing get paid. So everybody's getting paid. From the main event fighter getting paid too.
He's getting paid very, very well.
How you know they all getting paid very well? What the difference does that make? Does that matter when it comes to his marketability though?
Well,
he can't be a marquee in boxing and not be.
Yeah, he's working in Turkey. If he gets like if he beats Brian Norman, I'm sure he's gonna get a bigger fight than after that.
If he loses,
then Brian Norman,
that's a big.
Hey, Dean, you know what happened, right? They're trying to take Boots' belt. Did you see that?
What, from 147? Go ahead, have it.
Yeah, because they want to have it on the line for their fight. So
2 Cent, right again.
He can't. That fight can't be a pro ring belt because Devin's not even number 2 in the division.
No, but I think they're requesting it. So it depends how the section body feels about it.
Hold on, Boxing Hacker. Hey yo, what's up with y'all tonight, man? Why I got all of these haters and non-like button pressing? What's up with y'all? Like, do we got Rumble? What y'all want? Rumble me or something? Like, what's up with y'all, bro? Well, like 8 of y'all just left out. Who was that? Was that Champ Side? Was that Showbiz? Y'all can hit the like button. Y'all can come up here and chop it up with me.
Showbiz is a cool guy, man.
Yeah, so I bet you do. Agree with him too much. I bet you do think that.
I don't agree with him too much, but like,
he okay. He okay, Boxing Hacker. It's just that he had got smart with me, because he called me a Tank fanboy, and I was telling him before he even got his deal that he was saying I was saying before he even got his deal that he was doing all of that stuff to try to get a deal, and he was saying that wasn't why he was doing it. And then 6 months later, guess who's on the zone? But whatever. Let me get to the super chat. My man Harris fam 215. Deem, I support you, fam. Us Philly bros gotta stick together. Keep telling these fools what it is. Uptown the building. You already know. Uptown in the building. I'm from down the bottom. And y'all in Philly, y'all, I just want to say this, man. It's crazy right now. People ain't they got whole blocks, blocked off because of trash.
Yo, I heard there was a bad shooting.
Man, bro, it was a crazy shooting last night. It's just a lot going on, man.
I saw that shit on Twitter today. I was like, oh
yeah. I said, what? That shit look like a war.
That's what it is.
It's crazy. That trash is popping up.
Yo, Deep, that's where you're from?
Yeah, I'm from that. Yup.
Yeah, no wonder you're so hyper, man.
that do play a part, man. That play a part.
I don't know what the hell they were fighting about, bro.
Man, I came up here. I tried to let Boxing Hacker cap in peace, but I couldn't do it. Boxing Hacker, what made you think Devin was going to be a main event?
What made me think? Because Devin versus Brian Norman to me was a bigger.
I can't hear you.
Devin versus Brian Norman was a big fight.
A big fight to who, Boxing Hacker?
In the boxing community, it's a big fight.
His delusional
Everybody
ass.
else in the car, I think that was
What made it? Why is it a big fight?
Because one, Brian Norman's coming out of a hellacious, probably the knockout of the year. You know, and then Devin Hayes is a popular fighter. So it's the first time. It's actually the first time where Devin Hayes might be what you may call it.
He's a favorite.
He's not. He may not be the favorite because he's moving up in weight, and people consider his last performance lackluster. So he may not be. And then
the betting
Brian
line
Norman
say
is the champion, and he's the hardest puncher in that division. So he may or may not be the favorite in this fight.
Boxing Hacker, do you got an echo? Somebody got an echo, yo.
Who's Jin Sasaki? How we know he the hardest puncher? Who the hell is Jin Sasaki?
I can't hear y'all. Let me get on another device. I'll be right back.
All right, 2 cents.
It might have been. It sounded like somebody's walkie-talkie.
Boxing Hacker, you heard me?
Yeah, what'd you say?
I said, how we know he the hardest puncher? Like, who is Jin Sasaki to say that he the hardest puncher?
I mean, that brother, he knocked the memory out the brother, man. I don't know, man.
It's not like he ain't been knocked out before.
Bro,
man,
I want that
memory out there.
I said, God damn, that man hit him, man. He hit the hell out of that brother, man.
Yo, shout out to my guy Gap Tooth. Hold on, y'all. Hold on real quick, y'all. Hold on, let me get to this. Shout out to my man Gap Tooth with the 2-piece. Third shift checking in. Peace and blessing. Peace and blessing to you, bro. Please be safe out there. You hear me? Appreciate it.
Oh, go ahead. The way
y'all got in Shiraz versus Berlanga.
Counter hook.
Not what I'm saying is that was a nasty hook. All I'm saying is
that was
nasty. Sasaki can't be if he's the measuring stick, I guess so.
No, but most people that fight Brian Norman, they be leaking.
They do say he hit hard, but I ain't gonna call him the hardest puncher in the division.
Man, the last few fights he had dudes leaking, bro. I don't know.
Who are these dudes though? He's being match made on Top Rank.
That's true. So we'll see. So
and they do a great job at matchmaking.
We know that for sure.
Yeah,
they do a great job at that.
Hell of a job.
But I'll be for real. The fight in Japan, I think that's where he looked the best. You know, prior to that, I didn't really think he had a chance against Devin.
He looked bigger than normal, but I'm not gonna know it. Never mind.
Man, you know, manager Marty said he's suspicious.
We need answers. Oh my God. That brother's good, man.
So what y'all think of this weekend's fight coming up, Shiraz and Berlanga?
There's two things I think for the Shiraz and Berlanga fight. Either Berlanga clips him early or Shiraz gonna beat him up.
That's Berlanga back KO, man. Just off the fact that he gonna throw him joints. Like Shiraz, what he showed me in that last fight is if that jab's not connecting, he ain't gonna follow up for real. Berlanga, that boy gonna throw. Like he trash, but he gonna throw him joints.
They were saying Shiraz had a shoulder injury supposedly, but I don't go by that.
I don't know, man. It's so hard. I want to favor Berlanga, but I think Shiraz has a really good chance. And also,
I'm gonna say this.
I don't know.
Shiraz should win this fight, but I don't think he is though.
I don't trust his chin. I don't trust that chin. And Berlanga could punch too. So
hey, Coop, that's what I'm saying. I don't know about his chin, and he moving up. Hey.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
I'm suspicious of them British American looking niggas, man.
But we do know whenever Berlanga step up just a little bit, he'll never perform like he's supposed to perform.
You said American looking niggas. Because American was punchy.
But Berlanga is trash, though. I'm not gonna lie. He is
not good. He is not good.
Like
I'm telling you, Berlanga, you either gotta be once he step up, just take one step up. He don't never. He's terrible.
I think he's gonna be getting cooked the whole fight until he throws one of them haymakers. He's just gonna hit him. Just
either gonna clip him early or he's gonna just get pieced up all fight.
I wonder if they made them the main event because they're bigger fighters. Like they're heavier, you know.
No, they're the main event because Shiraz, not because of Berlanga. They're the main event because Shiraz is coming up here. Shiraz is Turkey's guy.
Oh, because
Berlanga came damn near 200 pounds versus Canelo for real.
Yeah, Berlanga was big as hell.
He not no little dude, bro. I seen Berlanga in person, bro. Like 6'2.5". He a big dude.
That's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, cause Shiraz is usually just way taller than everybody, but he moving up. Niggas is around his size now.
But Shiraz taller than Berlanga. Like he got a good.
How tall is Shiraz? 6'2"?
I think Shiraz like 6'2", but Berlanga's like 6. They both like 6'2".
Yeah, they close in height. They super close in height.
They're super close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect from that fight, to be honest with you.
But Shiraz got the straighter, sharper punches. Is all I'm gonna say, in my opinion.
I'm just saying, I don't think he's used to people who the same size as him, got that same length as him. Like,
I can see this fight going a lot like. I could see this fight going a lot like, Figueroa and Fulton the first time. I could see it going a lot like that because it's like Shiraz moving up. And Berlanga gonna be stepping to him the whole fight, throwing them wild ass hooks. You know how Berlanga about to give it up in New York.
And that's how he gonna get knocked out. He gonna get caught right.
And Shiraz gonna have to be on his back foot. 1-2 uppercutting his ass to death. Yeah, I could just see it playing out a lot like that, like where it's like Shiraz kind of got. It's funny because both of these fights is similar where it comes to Shakur and Zepeda and Berlanga and Shiraz. They both gonna have to be on their back foot and be a little more active than they normally be because of who they going up against. Because I don't think Berlanga gonna be too worried about Shiraz's power, which is gonna make Berlanga be all hyped up. And he in New York, so he coming out hot. Same with Zepeda. And then I just think that Shiraz just gonna have to stay on that back foot, use his boxing ability, use his footwork, keep them punches straight down the line, keep that high guard up. You know what I'm saying? But keeping the distance, like his distance
control. Them looping hooks. He gonna be throwing them looping hooks.
Berlanga chin gotta be somewhat decent because I ain't gonna lie. I'm rewatching that Canelo hook on him right now. Canelo crazy. Like his neck twisted all kinds of ways.
He been dropped by less. So like you could drop Berlanga, but to knock him out, I don't know.
But he gonna get back up. He got some dog in him, bro. Crazy.
Hey Jay, I ain't see that. That's crazy though. He said that Shiraz was walking around New York asking people, do they know who Berlanga
is? Nah, they was like, man, I ain't never heard of him in my life.
That's crazy, dog. That's nasty work.
That's because
did that to you? Cambosos did that to Hitchens, right? He asked people in New York, like, hey, do you know Hitchens?
Damn, they don't even that. No, it's crazy because for that to be in y'all hometown, that's my point. For y'all to not even be able to perform just Shakur and Berlanga alone with how they talk, how they act, those two names alone, just in New York by itself, it's enough Black Americans and Puerto Ricans to fill up that stadium by themselves just in New York. And it's not even, and Boxing Hacker won't even take a lot of the population either. Like, I want you to think about this, Boxing Hacker.
Yeah.
9,000 Black people. Let's say 8,000 Black people, another 4,000 Puerto Ricans, another 2,000 white. That ain't even a pinch in New York City population. For y'all to not be able to pack this out, it's crazy, bro.
This is fight week. Let's see what happens on the day of the fight. I'll still probably get full up, though.
Man, Berlanga just comped 100
dropping the tickets, y'all.
He just said he comped 100 tickets.
Yeah, they comping tickets. They slashing prices.
Well, that fight is not doing good. They closed down the whole area.
Closed down the whole area, like, and this where y'all from though, like. Gerard, it is wouldn't have to do this in Philly.
If they would have put boots in that stadium, that shit would have sold out. Queens is, listen, I live in Jersey. I live 10 minutes away from Newark. Queens is only 30 minutes away. It ain't far.
It's not far at all. It's right over the bridge.
Literally.
I mean, so.
Hey, man, I got another question for all of y'all, for real.
Yeah.
What y'all thinking about that Puello Matias?
Now that's going to be a good fight. I'm not even.
I ain't even put that on none of my slips.
But that's going to be just like all these fights on this card are going to look kind of the same style wise. I think
I'm leaning Puello for real. I'm leaning
Puello gonna be on that back foot boxing, and we know Matias gonna come forward and throw.
Yeah, I got Puello in this fight. I used to Matias.
He get hit too much, and he don't counter when people punching at him.
Yeah, I feel like people were gassing Matias a little bit.
I was gassing Matias a lot. I like Matias a lot, but when I would, first of all, y'all remember when he was fighting Ergashev? That's the guy name?
Yeah.
Ergashev, right?
One hurt his knee or whatever.
Yeah, and the punches he was getting hit with, I'm like, all right, that's just how he fight. He a dog. He could get through that. They ain't about nothing. Matias, he gonna walk him down, which he eventually did, and there you go, right? But then when I seen him fight, fuck is his name?
Talking about Paro?
When I seen him fight Paro, and like, no, you get hit with this. Like, you don't got a different game plan. That's what it taught me about Matias. It's like, this is who you are. Man. It's no adjustments. No, you can get hit with this over and over and over again. And it just makes me will play you, who I think is such an underestimated. I think he's one of the most underrated.
He try and block like Benavidez. He can't do it.
He blocked with his face.
He got a broken Benavidez style.
This the bigger thing. Playu does such a great job. Hey, somebody background, y'all, please. Playu do such a great job, y'all, at landing in between the exchange. That's how he beat Gary Antoine. Who he beat?
Yeah, Gary Antoine.
Yeah, Gary Antoine Russell. I'm sorry, y'all. I talk boxing so much, it be so much going on. Like, I got to keep this computer, like, this thing is updated. Like, so that's how he beat Gary Antoine Russell, just constantly winning on the exchange. Soon as Gary opened up to throw that hook, he hitting him with the check hook, body, something where it was like, damn,
something was coming back.
Something was coming back, and I feel like Playu is a bad matchup for Matias. I just feel like
I feel Matias only has one style to fight. You know, he's like Pitbull. Ninja's gonna throw punches. That's what he's gonna do. You know, but I don't think he's that great boxer. I don't think he's a great boxer. He's a good pressure fighter, but I don't think he's a great boxer that much.
Yeah, that's what he is, a pressure fighter.
Yeah, but he can't make adjustments. And there's too many different styles in boxing. I feel like a lot of people with different styles.
There's two things with Matias. Either he really not making adjustments, or they not punching hard enough, and he don't give a damn.
I mean, you gotta give a damn.
Nah, he done been slushed before, so it can't even be that. He just getting hit with that. He come back. Like I said, he got broken Benavidez style. Like Benavidez catching punches real quick. And Matias, bro, I don't know what he be doing. He be missing earth. Like, this nigga got 45% accuracy on some punch. Like, it's crazy. Like, he be getting hit with crazy floats. I be like, nah, this ain't like you gotta get slumped on these days.
You know, but people gassed him so much because he killed somebody in the ring, you know. But I don't see it.
No, he got a chance now to get that hype train back up.
He just got one style.
Yeah,
he got that power. He got that power, but he's just good at what he do. Irresponsible.
Oh, for sure. He just good at what he do. That's it.
Can't like Pitbull.
I'm ready to hop off, but I'm still in the chat.
All right, my guy.
Yeah, Pitbull.
I'm over here fucking these cheese curls up.
Hot Cheetos.
Yep.
What's up, 2 Cent?
What's up, 2 Cent? 2 Cent.
2 Cent on me, yeah. So yeah.
My bad, y'all. I was talking to my daughter. What's up?
Oh, what's up, 2 Cent? Nah, you good. You want to go back talking to her? I didn't want to interrupt you. I was just wanting to see what you was wanting, your thoughts.
Oh, I wanted to ask Boxing Hacker, do he still think matchmaking is cherry picking, or can he see the disadvantages to not matchmaking, like what's happening with some of these turkey cards?
Yeah, matchmaking is always cherry picking to me. I don't know. So when you're like, when I say match, so for instance, right, if you're fighting somebody because it's an easier style for you to deal with based on your style, I think that's cherry picking. You know, I mean, I think fighters, you're a fighter. You should try to figure it out, you know. For instance, like I said, you look at Devin Haney about to fight Brian Norman. That's a tough fight. I don't think that could be a match. Like if you're matchmaking somebody like Devin, you won't put him in Brian Norman. But it's something that him and his team has to figure out. I think that's
why wouldn't you put him with Brian Norman?
Well, Brian Norman is a dangerous puncher. He's moving up, so he's not known to have. Devin Hayes moving up to 147, right?
Ain't he already at 147?
I thought he was already welterweight.
No, he was. This is his first fight officially at welterweight. He was.
Y'all gotta stop.
No,
y'all gotta stop.
144 is welterweight.
Y'all gotta stop boxing hacker.
Yeah, 148.
Now y'all trying to say he's moving up.
Anything over 140 pounds is a welterweight.
No, 147 is between.
Boxing hacker, because when I was bringing up him fighting at 144, you said no, it's welterweight. Anything?
I didn't say it was welterweight. It's a catchweight.
Yes, you did.
It's welterweight.
It was a catchweight. No, KO said it was welterweight, but it's not really welterweight because welterweight is 140 to 147. 147 is the limit. So if it's 140 to 144, that's not welterweight.
You're acting like he's coming from 135 or 140. He's not moving up.
He's moving up. He came from 144, 144. This is the first fight at 147.
Bro, you know what?
Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop.
What do you want me to stop? Salute the brother, man. Salute the brother, man. That's a tough feat. No, honestly speaking, it's a tough feat to you find a dangerous puncher at 147. So it's not an easy feat to come by. Devin, to me, probably has the better boxing abilities, but I think as far as puncher power, that goes to Brian Norman. And Brian Norman's very athletic.
Just because he had puncher power means what? Now it's a difficult fight. It's such a difficult fight.
It's a dangerous fight.
Moving up. It's a dangerous fight. Come on, y'all. Stop it.
Yeah. Brian Norman ain't no easy. Ain't no water under the bridge, man.
So Tuesday, you think Tuesday? So let me ask you. Go ahead, Big Coop. What was you saying?
Nah, because he said Brian Norman. He's not a walk in the park, but he got a whole lot of come on, off his last 3 performances, he did good.
Technically speaking, right? Devin has more experience,
Boca Chica,
and he's probably more technically sound than Brian Norman. Although Brian Norman looked pretty sharp his last fight, but as far as
Kawasaki.
Thank you.
Hey man, look,
Sasaki,
I hear you. Yeah, Naruto was charging in the ring.
He was supposed to do what he was supposed to do. It just
that dude. What'd you call him? Kawasaki,
Jin Sasaki, Teriyaki. Who cares?
Why does nobody get this brother's name right? I don't get it.
Bro,
Sasaki, Kawasaki, whatever.
Who cares?
Teriyaki, whatever, man.
Hey, yo, I don't use hot Cheetos. I use the regular Cheetos for my Chi-Chis, but I'm addicted to the Chester hot fries. That's what I use. But that puts you on some game,
That's a good fry. Yeah,
but so 2 Cent, you don't think Brian Norman Jr. that good? That's what it sounds like 2 Cent saying to me. That's what I think I'm hearing.
It's not that I don't think he's that good. My question is, why do y'all think he's that good?
Well, 2 Cent, that's kind of crazy. You can't say you don't think he not that good, but then be like, well, I want to think why y'all think he good. Why you don't think? What do you think of Brian Norman Jr.?
I feel like maybe I'm missing something. I mean, I think he's a decent fighter, but I mean, I don't see what the hoopla is about. He a good fighter. He entertaining. I watch him cool, but this whole he the best at 147 and Devin daring to be great by fighting him. I don't know where all that's coming from.
Man, Devin's going up for third division, third super title, man. That's a salute to him.
Hey, the 10 facts. Them hot fry addiction is crazy, bro. I'm telling you.
If Devin beats Brian Norman, he's gonna be on pound for pound this year.
Now, I think. Go ahead, Big Coop. What you about to say?
I mean, I kind of agree with her. If we being honest, Brian Norman, yeah, he is a champion, but his just opponents and it's just tailor made for him. So
yeah.
Other than Boca Chica, he has questionable performances with lesser opposition. So I mean, in my personal opinion, Devin should do what he do. But the thing is about Devin, his chin is in question. So if he do get caught, what's gonna happen?
But you know what, Dean? When have you ever heard Hayno's clan big up an opponent so much?
You said what? Hayno's
they no 2 Cent. They do it. They do it before every fight. 2 Cent. Do you remember like 7-8 months ago? They was up here trying to convince us of how good Jack Catterall was. 2 Cent. Do you remember that?
Listen, man. Hayno's give props to all fighters.
Hey, 2 Cent. Do you remember how they was telling us after Regis how good Jack Catterall, how great of a fight that was? So they do this after every opponent. They do this with any opponent. If Devin fight the trash man, they gonna be like, well, 2 Cent. I mean, he is the all-time greatest trash remover of all time. Y'all do it for whoever Devin fighting. SBG Mello, thank you for the support in the Cash App, Brody. Really appreciate y'all, man, for y'all be showing love.
Think about this. Third
Dang, Boxing Hacker, I was trying to show love and you just cut me right off. But go ahead, though, bro. Nah, you go ahead, brother.
Third division, third super title, man. You got 2 Cent. You got to give the brother some props, man. You know, I mean, come on. Your guy at 135 hasn't even fought for one super title yet.
First of all, I'm not letting you do that, Boxing Hacker.
We're in the 147-pound division.
2 Cent, I got him. 2 Cent. 2 Cent, do you remember this? Man. Hold on, Boxing Hacker. Hold on.
Yeah,
2 Cent, I'm glad you brought this up, Queen. That's why I love you. When they say that females give you a different perspective when they around you, that's really the truth. Because 2 Cent, I'm so happy you up here. Do you remember when they was trying to downplay Boots for fighting Brian Norman when Terrence Crawford was still a liable opponent at that time? They was saying, who Boots gonna fight? Brian Norman Jr.? Like, 147 is trash. Do you remember that?
I remember that. I'm asking what I'm asking.
I remember that. I remember y'all was telling me in 2 Cent, like, Dame, like, what, he gonna fight Mario Barrios and Brian Norman? Like, it was like a punchline at one point. Brian Norman Jr. got 12 fights, and he just get dropped his last fight. Y'all, 2 Cent, y'all remember these things?
Well, Brian Norman Jr. wasn't a champion then, right? I mean,
bro, that was 2 fights ago. Like,
I think he looked at good. He looked shaky at first, but he got way better.
Only Boxing Hacker. Boxing Hacker just skipped over everything I said and went right to something. Ain't he a champion? Man. Ain't Rolly Romero a champion though?
That's Sugar Rolly, man. Relax. Sugar Rolly.
Y'all so fake. Y'all so fake.
Sugar Rolly, man.
Yo, shout out to Tim Carey with the 5-piece. He ain't say nothing. Hey, 2 Cent, mark this date down. What is today? The 7th or the 8th? 2 Cent. Let Devin Haney win this fight. And he fight Rolly Romero. Watch how good Rolly Romero become, 2 Cent. Oh, my mama. Watch how good he become.
He's going to be the greatest.
Sugar Rolly, baby. Sugar Rolly. But you know, salute to Rolly, man. I listen to like
2 Cent. He's starting it already. He's starting the campaign already.
I didn't know. You know, he couldn't talk at first. Like, I think he was a late talker.
So he could talk.
No, he couldn't talk at first. He said it. He had like a developmental.
He was 30 years old. Rolly like 30.
Yeah, I'm talking about when he was younger.
That was when he was a kid. He couldn't fucking talk. That's a grown ass man now.
J.A. Dixon said, "Hold on, y'all." J.A. Dixon said, "Being a champion is not a motherfucking skill."
Hey man, not many people can do it, bro. Not many people can do it. Shit. I mean, salute to those that do it. Now, when you really think about, just like Wilder, like when you really think about, like for somebody like Rolly to become like a champion, like I think that's a great feat. And Wilder too, like those two guys, like for them to get where they got with that late start is really interesting. You know, because you look at like Tank, look at the Tank Shakurs, the Devins, they've been there, they do that since they were kids.
Let me ask you this, Boxing Hacker.
Yeah.
I'm about to start some shit. I'm putting the link in the chat because it's about to get nasty now. And I'm about to say somebody gonna want to pop up after this.
Yeah.
Is Jerron Boots Ennis officially a bigger name than Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney? And I could prove why I say that.
No. Why would he be a bigger name? Absolutely not. I don't know. I don't think so. Why would he be?
He definitely is.
They going backwards. Boots moving forward.
They're going backwards. We talk about you guys all the time.
Absolutely.
I've been to Boots fights. Them shits be packed. I've been to Boots fights.
Shakur went from selling tickets to ain't nobody buying none of his tickets right now.
Wait, guys.
Selling out like what, 14,000?
Shakur went from main event to undercard.
You can tell who's the bigger. People talk about Devin and Shakur all the time. You guys realize that, right?
They're just talked about.
On the
hold on. Boxing Hacker.
Yeah,
they get talked about more than Canelo Alvarez. Are they bigger than Canelo Alvarez?
They haven't talked about more than Canelo. Canelo gets talked about a lot.
No, Devin and Shakur definitely gets talked about on YouTube more than Canelo Alvarez.
YouTube maybe, but I mean in general, like people talk about
Canelo
because they want
social
Canelo to
media.
fight
They're way more talked
that's
about.
a big hot topic.
Why they not buying tickets to the fight, Boxing Hacker?
On social media, Devin and Shakur are talked about.
I think the fight's still gonna sell well at the end of the day. Sometimes it takes.
No, it's not. It should be selling well already, Boxing Hacker. It's not just gonna sell well out the blue.
They're still gonna fill up. Yeah, you gotta see the fight.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Is New York City a bigger city than Philadelphia? Yes or no?
Yes.
Where is Shakur Stevenson and Berlanga from?
Shakur is from New York, New Jersey. Berlanga's from New York, I think, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get to this two-piece first, and I'm about to finish where I'm going with this. John Byers with the two-piece, my motherfucking guy. Pulled up late, so shout out Dame in the panel. You know we appreciate you, bro. Thank you, brother. Okay, Philadelphia is not as big of a city as New York.
Yeah.
But somehow Jerron Ennis has main evented twice here. Right?
And
sold out over 10,000 plus. Let's just say 10,000 plus, right?
Okay.
In Philadelphia.
Okay.
Shakur Stevenson is right from across the bridge, and Edgar Berlanga is actually from New York. Newark and New York City is basically the same thing. Like that plays that. Put it like this, Boxing Hacker. That's closer than Atlantic City is to Philadelphia. Way closer, right?
Sure. So what
why aren't they selling out in their hometown? And Jerron Ennis sold out in his hometown twice, and sold out somewhere that wasn't even his hometown technically. And they all from the same areas.
So we don't know what's gonna sell at the end of the day, right? You guys can jump the gun real quick. The fight hasn't come yet.
Jaguar Berlanga was handing tickets out, having a giveaway. We already know that Boxing Hacker, they don't comp tickets this early, like a week or two early before the fight. Boxing Hacker, you can't get no comp Gervonta Davis tickets.
I mean, but you know what, Dean? I will say this: I'm proud of you guys because back in the day, y'all was showing diagrams of freaking stadiums and shit. So at least we ain't doing that no more. But like, let's wait to see the fight. It's probably gonna sell more than that, but I think it's still gonna sell.
It's not, Boxing Hacker. If it was gonna sell, it would already be selling. That's not how it works.
It's not gonna sell more than what Boots.
It's gonna sell, guys. Well, I think
it's not selling.
Okay.
That's not what I asked you, Boxing Hacker.
I'm from the area, bro. I live 30 minutes away from the Lance Armstrong Stadium. That is not going to do more numbers.
All right, so are you going to the fight?
I actually might. Tickets are really cheap.
So go to the fight. Let us know what it's like then. Because I think you guys are jumping the gun a little
Boxing Hacker, there's going to be people in there because at the end when fights don't sell, they give the tickets away so it don't look empty in there. So just because it's a lot of, even if Big Coop goes there, right?
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people in there. Yeah. That's going to be every boxing event. That don't mean that they sold all of those tickets of people being in there, brother. That's not how that works, bro.
So, Dean, even if the arena is full, you're not going to give it any credit. You're going to say it didn't sell anyway.
I'm telling you now I'm not giving it no credit. No.
They already giving away tickets. They already giving away the tickets. What the hell are you talking about? Like it's already not sold, is what you don't realize. It's already not sold.
And they already closed off a section. They already closed off a whole.
They already closed off a section. They slashed ticket prices. Boxing Hacker.
Wait. They slashed ticket prices, right?
Yes. They wasn't $50 to start. No, they was not. They had to slash the ticket price.
Were they for the same seats though?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Get him out of here, Dean. Get him out of here, Dean. Get him out of here.
Yo, I'm about you, bro. Stop playing with me. I'm trying to be nice tonight.
I don't know. Like I said, I think you guys should just wait.
Boxing Hacker, I asked you a very simple question, my guy. Gervonta Davis was just fighting in that same city. He is not from New York.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It wasn't thousands of seats available the week of.
Yeah, I mean, but he's also. I told you, I always say
there.
Tank is like the golden boy of our of the current era, right?
Okay, but what I'm saying to you, Boxing Hacker, is
most people are not selling like Tank. Like 99% of fighters.
He's not from here. That's the point.
But it doesn't matter. He's like the golden boy of this current timeline.
It do
right?
matter. His value. It matters for his value. What is Shakur's value?
What do you mean?
That's what we're saying. Value? What is his value? If nobody is coming to see him fight, what is his value? What is his market value? And I keep trying to tell y'all, Turkey is lowering these fighters' market value. Shakur Stevenson was top ranked. He was selling tickets, 8,000 tickets, whatever he was selling. He with Turkey, he's not even selling 1,000 tickets.
Well, 2 cents. Like I said, Shakur said himself that he got paid better from Turkey than he ever did with Top Rank. So he's happy with it.
What is that?
That's not the point.
He's happy with it. Turkey's gonna mark my word. Turkey's gonna make that fight between Shakur
and then you got to sit there and be trolled and dissed and clowned by Turkey about the smaller ring and all this shit Turkey keep doing. Who else Turkey clown like that?
Millions to fight, you ain't thinking about none of that.
Yes, they are. Shiraz was. That's why he ain't agree to it. Don't see you just get up here and start lying, Boxer Hacker. No, play you and Shiraz was thinking about it. That's why they said no.
Let me ask you something. if Turkey says, Dean, I'll pay you $15 million to fight somebody, right? And all he's doing, and then you gotta go into your training camp. He's tweeting all sorts of wild stuff on Twitter. You really gotta worry about that? You're literally in training camp. You ain't thinking about you, and you got a fight coming up in front of probably like thousands of people. You really gotta think you're
Boxing Hacker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself. And my guy is in the building. Brody, I know you listening to me, so I need you to take this and just put, nah, Deem not lying. Now, this is my bro. I don't need y'all to know who he is or none of that. Just know this is a very, very, very close friend of mine that I grew up with. We are actually very close friends with a professional boxer that I don't tell y'all or talk about a lot because I'm his friend in real life, so I don't really care to for the public to really know who I am and our relationship. Now, Kay, you listening to me, bro, right? Is it not true? We know of professional boxers, right? Just put, Dean, that's true in the comments if it's true. Hold on, I want to wait till my bro type it in real quick. Bro, if you hear me typing, Dean, that's true. We are close to a specific professional boxer. Just type in that's true if you can. Because you might be on something else right now. Anyway, boxers definitely be worried about other stuff leading up the fights or not, Boxing Hacker. For sure they do.
I don't know.
Like to say they just don't care about this and no, they do care, bro. They humans
why
like
he
us.
Not trolling? Why he not trolling nobody else though? Even if Shakur don't care, why he not trolling nobody else like that though?
I mean, that's a good question. Maybe
that's a good question, right? It's weird, ain't it?
Like I said, for me, I don't agree with the no running rule and all that stuff that people be saying, But
I mean, could you imagine if Al Heyman was like, "No Tom and Jerry. I don't want to see no Tom and Jerry."
Yeah, I don't agree with none of that. I feel like how Crawford feels. These guys been training all their lives. Who are we to tell them how to fight? Let them fight.
And why he keeps saying it? He keeps saying it.
He's telling them how to fight, Boxing Hacker. He's telling them how to fight.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, Shakur's gonna ignore and do what Shakur does.
He out of line.
And is he going to continue to get a payday?
He either not going to get a payday or he going to get robbed one day.
Turkey's going to try and make the Tank fight. Assuming Tank wins, because
he ain't trying to make
it. You want Turkey to make the Tank fight and push Shakur in the 18-by-18 ring with Tank?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? I think Shakur might beat Tank. Honestly speaking. Yeah.
Shout out to John Bars. He said Shakur went from Amazon Prime to Timo.
I don't know. Lamar Roach is looking really sharp. I keep saying that he's looking really, really sharp.
You want a cookie?
Yeah, Lamar. I think he's gonna be better than he was last time. So hopefully Tank shows up. Because I think Lamar's coming.
Oh, I got something. I remember Boxing Hacker. I'm glad you up here. Remember y'all was telling me in 2 Cent that he wasn't directing it towards Shakur Stevenson and Devin.
Oh, the no running thing?
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's weird because Shakur didn't run on rehab season.
Do you remember that? Yes or no, boxing hacker? Do you remember y'all telling me and Two-Cent that? Oh, the no running rule. Yeah. Y'all just making assumptions. Y'all ain't sure that he talking about Devin and Shakur. And then I told y'all that's who he was talking about. Do you remember that?
Yeah, no, you're correct. You're correct. So you were correct about that.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
That's the
first time Boxing Hacker ain't want to argue nothing ever. Thank you, Boxing Hacker. I just wanted to make sure you kept it 100. You should try that more often,
brother.
You should try that more often, my brother.
I'm always a truth teller. But
I should kick your ass off just for saying that.
I do tell the truth. Yo,
Boxing Hacker tell his truth.
No, I tell the truth. I just tell the truth.
Go ahead, tell your truth, Boxing Hacker. Tell your truth.
Y'all the truth y'all don't want to hear, man. Yeah, I think as long as Shakur wins and Tank wins, that's the thing. You know, they both have opponents that could upset them, of course. You know,
a Boxing Hacker. How much Bill paying you? Tell the nigga I need double.
How much is Bill paying you, Boxing Hacker?
I don't get paid for the bill, man. I just, I support Devin.
Boxing Hacker, I can hear it in your voice. That ain't sound too convincing, my guy.
I always like Devin since way he came to 135. You know.
And when was that? What year was
that? Not when he was in Mexico.
Which fight that you see that made you fall in love with Devin, Boxing Hacker?
Yeah.
Which fight?
Which fight did you see? Which fight was it?
I just like his. So when Devin
which fight was it? Which fight did you see? You was like, I'm a fan.
Answer her question. Answer her question.
You telling me you can't?
It wasn't really a fight. He just kept calling out. I like the fight that he always called out like tough opponents. You know, like
that's not what she asked you.
That's not answering the question.
Yeah, but that's why I like Devin.
Who he call out besides Lomachenko?
So you like
Robert Easter. So you telling me? Mike Garcia. He called out Tank Davis. He called out people that like Robert Easter was like the man at one point.
You think Devin Haney was going to fight Robert?
To talk.
Boxing Hacker. Answer her question. What fight did you start liking Devin Haney? When was this?
Yeah, so I just told you why. So it wasn't a fight in particular. It was the fact that I liked his approach. You know.
How can you like a boxer without liking a fight? Something had to turn you on. One of his fights had to turn you on to him.
So for me, I like pure boxers to begin with, right? But like,
what fight was that you started liking him?
Which fight?
Yeah, it wasn't. When I started liking him was based on his approach. I don't know, like it's hard to say. Like I just like his demeanor.
Boxer Hacker, how much is Bill Haney paying you? I like the code. How much is Bill Haney paying you? Hold on. How much is Bill Haney paying?
Got him.
Got him, Two-Cent. After all this time, we got him, Two-Cent. And all I had to do, thank God for Two-Cent. All we had to do was ask him. We ain't never think Two-Cent to ever ask him this question either. When did you start liking Devin Haney? Two-Cent, I'm over here I wasn't letting them get away with that at all. Since when did you start? That's why he wanted to. I like him call. When was this? When was he calling people? Boy, we got him, y'all. Jam Queen, what you doing?
Please tell me when Devin was going to fight Mikey Garcia and Robert Easter back then. When?
Never.
When? Stop it.
We got him, y'all.
Like Devin Haney because he be capping Boxing Hacker. That's what you're telling me.
No, he like Devin Haney because he getting paid. He don't even know. He can't even tell you the fight that he started liking him at.
Bill went on Fiverr. They get hired somebody from Nigeria to post about
Devin. No, hold on.
That's what he did.
Boxer Hacker, we gonna ask you again. How much is Bill Haney paying you, Boxer Hacker?
Y'all know that show to catch a. Y'all know that show to catch a predator. This to catch a capper.
Oh, to catch a capper. Somebody type that in the super chat. Catch a capper. Somebody type that in the super chat. Boxer Hacker.
Yeah.
How much do you get paid by Bill? You can tell me, bro.
Get paid. First of all, I don't get paid by Bill. All the fights Devin has fought, I always liked them. I like
Okay, so which one? Let's stay there. Which one of Devin fights did you start liking him at?
You want me to tell you my favorite Devin fight? My favorite Devin fight was
what was the fight that got you on a Devin? I didn't ask you your favorite. I said what?
I think I liked all the ones I've seen. I liked them. The Gamboa fight I thought was really good too. Like I liked all of them. You want to say Gamboa, that's fine. But like,
I'm asking you, it ain't what I want to say. You a fan of him? When did you start liking him?
I like.
So the first time you seen Devin was when against Gamboa.
No. I don't think it was with Gamboa. It was somebody.
Yeah, what's the first Devin fight you seen?
Yeah, what's the first Devin fight you seen?
Maybe
Take it too long to answer.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember the
got
first
him.
You don't know.
I don't remember the first fight I saw. Yeah, I don't. It was a long
time ago. You need to ask him what's the first Bill Haney video you seen?
Yo, we got him, y'all. After 2 years. Remember, y'all, Boxing Hacker came out of nowhere, y'all. We was doing all this panel stuff. Boxing Hacker came out of nowhere and been wreaking havoc ever since. And it is funny because Boxing Hacker started coming around right around the time where we was catching everybody doing all of these, like switching channels and starting to get with people that say that things are subjective to change. But they used to be over here showing love. It's just mighty funny to me that man can't even tell us when was the first Devin fight. Like everybody who likes boxing, if somebody asks you, "Oh, you a Roy Jones fan? What was the first fight with Roy Jones? Like, what made you like Roy Jones? When was you turn?" Everybody has an answer for that. You ask them about Floyd Mayweather, you're gonna hear people say Corrales, Arturo Gotti. You know what I'm saying? Emmanuel Augustus. They might say something like that, right? But when you ask him, when was the first time he seen Devin? He started that Gamboa fight. No, we know for certain people he fought. We know that. When did you get on? Because Gamboa fight, he was already 20-some odd fights into his career. So that's when you got on him? That's when you discovered him? We got you, Boxing Hacker. John Byer said, "Oh, he got a new name. Boxing Capper."
He about to go study Devin's resume right now.
Yo, Harrison Fam 215 said, "To catch a capper." We got him, y'all. On this, something told me to go live. On this pop-up live, we finally got him, y'all. We got him. Gotcha. Like Kanye said when he was in that warehouse. Gotcha. Wow. No cap. Talk to me, dog. This is breaking news. I'm making a video about this tomorrow too, Boxing Hacker, just to let you know.
Like his rationale was just saying, it just seemed like, man, you gotta be getting paid.
He getting paid, no cap.
Nobody love Devin Haney this much.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Bill, we got your boy. See, shout out to my OG for 9, and I don't care how y'all feel about him. Now I believe all of those ghost accounts coming at my old head in his DMs and in his comments because Boxing Hacker exists. And the fact that I know that Boxing Hacker exists, I know Bill put these YouTube channels up to it. He take them out on dinner. See, y'all, remember when Bill took all of the people out for dinner? You want to know why we didn't catch Boxing Hacker, y'all? Because he was the cameraman. Boxing Capper!
Boxing Hacker might have been there. We don't even know what he looked like.
He'll never turn that camera on. Never. I want him to turn that camera on, y'all. I want Boxing Hacker to turn that camera on so I know what you look like. It'd mess around and it'd be Drew Titan or somebody.
Boxing Hacker, you ran off?
Nah, he ain't run off. I just had to get my bars off without him interrupting. There you go. What's up, employee?
You busted, Boxing Hacker. You busted.
You got busted, man. Boxing Hacker, by the real one.
So wild, man.
Okay, wait. I got another one.
Oh, here
what fight did you start liking Shakur?
What fight I like? Shakur.
Yeah, what fight did you start liking Shakur? Like, what made you a Shakur fan? You seen him and was like, hell yeah, I'm about to watch all his fights.
Alan Scho saying, you got to send me that picture. I need to see. I got to know what this Negro look like. Turn your camera on, Boxing Hacker. I need to know what you look like.
What do I look like? You guys are weird. You guys are wild, man.
All right, well, now we weird. Right here. Nah, you sound like an agent. That's what you sound like. I bet you don't want us to know what you look like. It's all right. They ain't want you to know what people look like in Scooby-Doo either. Y'all remember? Hold on. Y'all remember in Scooby-Doo? Yeah, they ain't never want you to know what they look like neither, Boxing Hacker. I learned them lessons at 5 years old, fam. I learned them lessons at 5. Yeah, I bet you don't want us to look under that mask.
I heard from the other.
Oh,
Shakur's killing it.
Boxing Hacker. When was the first time that you saw Devin Haney? What made you like Devin Haney and be like, you know what? I'm gonna start getting on panels and capping for him. What made you? What fight was this? And when was it? And what was you doing? What was life like when you was doing it?
So I explained this to you guys. You guys don't want to believe me. I don't know why. So the reason
why I got my popcorn ready.
Okay. All right. So the reason why I even speak on Devin Haney a lot is because, like I said, I like pure boxers like that. And
stop right there.
Yeah.
When was the first time that you watched Devin Haney? What fight was that?
I can't recall the first time. Actually, it's been a long time.
Well, how long of a time? Give us a time frame.
It's been back then when he was doing those sparring YouTube videos. You remember that?
When he was doing sparring YouTube videos, I do remember that. What time? What years? How long ago was that? I want you to answer the question. Don't get me to answer it for you. How long ago was that? Like what fight? Who was he fighting around that time that made you feel that way?
Yeah, for me, it wasn't really. I liked his approach to the whole game.
No, what fight? I'm asking you to fight. Like what fights was it? Like,
I'm trying to explain why I liked him. It wasn't really about.
I didn't ask you why you like Devin Haney. I asked you when did you start liking him? Hold on, Boxing Hacker. Don't get. No, I didn't ask you why you like Devin Haney. I asked you when did you start liking Devin Haney?
I think probably when you started calling out Robert Eastern. I think that's when I started liking him.
When was that, Boxing Hacker?
Bro, it was when Robert Eastern was on top. It was a long time ago.
When was that? This is your life experience, Boxing Hacker.
I can't remember exactly the dates. It was.
You can't remember. You ain't got to remember the dates. You can remember
when Robert Eastern was still champion.
Around what time was that? Like prime example. Hold on, Boxing Hacker. Example, Boxing Hacker. If you ask me, Dean, when was the first time that you got turned on to gervontadavis?
Yeah.
And I would say, I got turned on to gervontadavis it'd been at least 10, 11 years. He was fighting on Spike. He was fighting on Spike TV on Wednesdays. And people who know about gervontadavis know I'm not lying about that. Because that's probably when a lot of us real gervontadavis fans, that's probably around the time we got put on there.
What fight was it, Dean?
What'd you say?
What fight on Spike TV was it that you got turned on about?
I don't remember the exact person he was fighting.
Exactly.
I can tell you. No. That's not the same thing, Boxing Hacker. Because I can tell you what he had on. He had on royal blue shorts with the black trim, low haircut.
I said, what fight?
And they look like basketball shorts.
And they look like basketball shorts.
Wait, see, you see how hard it is?
So I'm asking you, but I answered the question. That's the difference. Hold on, Boxing Hacker, hold on. I answered the question. Now, what fight turned you on to Devin Haney?
No, you didn't answer that question at all. You just told me what he was wearing and the network he followed. I said, what fight turned you on to Tank?
That's the fight, because I was watching it on the network.
Who was the opponent?
I don't remember the opponent name.
Why do you remember?
What you say?
Well, how can I remember?
Hacker, you couldn't even tell us the fight. You couldn't even
tell us the fight or around the time frame.
You just told you the fight. He had on black basketball shorts.
I asked you what he was wearing. I said, what fight?
What was Devin wearing? What was Devin wearing the first time you seen him?
All right, Boxing Hacker, I got you. How much did you pay for that Regis and Devin fight?
How much did I pay for? I paid it on the zone. I don't remember the exact. It was like $78 or something like that.
You paid that much? The ticket to the fight was $120.
Huh?
I said you paid that much.
You said it was $78.
$70 or $80, something like that. Yeah.
You could have went to this fight for
I
$120.
watch all the fights on the zone. I don't fire stick nothing. I don't have a fire stick.
Boxing, no. Let's get back to this question. When was the first time you saw Devin Haney, man?
When was the first time I saw him?
Around what time? Like, what year was this? Like, can you give us? You can't give us. You're not giving us anything.
So it was around the same time when he was doing those sparring videos, and Robert Easton was champion.
Who was he sparring? Do you remember who he was sparring?
He was like this person was going around sparring different people.
What? How when was that? How many years ago was that?
I don't remember the exact date. It was a long time ago.
So you a subscriber to the zone? You a subscriber to the zone?
He was popular because of his sparring. Do y'all remember that? Like he was popular because of the YouTube sparring. And then what made Devin
want you to answer the question, fam.
What also made Devin popular was he was with Floyd a lot too. So like,
call Bill right now so we can tell this nigga to stop paying y'all niggas.
Yeah,
man, y'all niggas do a bad job, bro.
Y'all don't remember either. Look, okay, 2 cents. What fight got you turned on to Tank?
The one with Dean talking about.
Which fight?
That was against. It was Cristobal Cruz. That's who he fought back in 2015.
That was good.
Mine was Villa. I remember when he knocked out Villa.
I don't remember the first time when I started watching Tank either. To be honest with you.
It was either that fight or the Alberto Moro fight. I think it was Alberto Moro.
I remember, but I had Bill number, dog. But this nigga before he got beef with H Buddy, and I remember I called him.
Bill got beef with H Buddy.
It's like a long time ago, dog. This shit like he was a Bill Haney promoter. He's like a Bill Haney channel. And then Shakur came on the live and started cooking this nigga. But that's when Devin got exposed for ducking Shakur, nigga. Shakur was cooking Bill and Devin on H Buddy. That's when they started having beef. That's when they fell off.
Yeah, H Buddy was talking really dirty about Devin back then. I remember that.
Yeah, Shakur came in there and exposed them niggas. And I called a number. I was like, and it was a Nigeria dude that answered. Was that your daddy, dog?
I was around even the time when
he was a Nigerian dude that worked with Bill. Your daddy.
Boxing Hacker, let's get back to this. How long have you been liking Devin Haney is what I'm trying to ask you, but you won't answer.
Time. At least maybe like 2018, 2017. I don't know, a long time.
At least 2018 or 2017.
Yeah, it's been a long time, yeah.
All right, so what was the first fight from Devin that you do remember?
Probably the what's the Gamboa fight? I remember that one.
That's it?
Wasn't that
the
fight
first
like
one?
Boxer, why you can't just admit that the first time you started watching him was when he fought Gamboa?
No. I watched fights before that too.
Which
one?
I
remember them. They weren't big names. I don't remember who these people were. You know, Abdullah maybe. Zaire. I don't remember who these people were.
Zaire, that's one of them.
Yeah, I remember that one, but like I don't remember like the rest of them. They weren't like big names back then.
So you know, it's the thing. Devin is probably one of those fighters that you got to keep watching because it's not like you're just gonna see him one time and be like, this it.
Well, like I said, it wasn't. He kept challenging himself, and he kept like he was calling out people.
I got you.
So he was calling out people that you wouldn't
calling out people is not challenging yourself.
No. The people that he was calling out didn't.
He was not about to fight Robert Easter or Mikey Garcia. He was nowhere near ready to fight them.
No. People will say that about he wasn't about to fight Brian Norman, but he was fighting Brian Norman.
Boxing Hacker. So you only been So Boxing Hacker.
Yeah.
I want before Arena wants you out of here, but before I let you go, so you only been liking Devin Haney for what, around like 5 years?
Yeah, probably a little more than that. Yeah.
About 5, probably that. Or if you agree with whatever I say.
Probably a little bit more than 5 years, but yeah.
Okay, so if you know him, if you was liking him a little more than 5 years, what's your early memory of it? Like, who was he? Like, what do we got to go back on?
I can tell you, like before Gamboa.
Do you remember how the fight happened?
Yeah, like give us something. Do you remember what he was doing in the fight? Like, what was he wearing?
Dude out.
Yo, why? I don't listen.
Bro, because you're gonna remember the fighter you like. That's the point. You're gonna remember the fighter you like.
That's for you, Arena.
You watched his whole career, Boxing Hacker. Stop it. You acting like
got him.
I don't think you watched the whole Haney fight. I know he ain't paid for that Regis shit.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
This nigga was up here lying. Yo, you gotta know a liar when you see one, y'all. Like we been know he was lying 15 minutes ago, but it's okay. We know Bill paying you. Bill, you gotta do a better job, Bill. Damn, Bill. You gotta do a better job, Bill. Like, yeah, I know, because you won't come over here. It's okay, because Bill won't come over here. I got you, Queen. I promised you I would. Like, I just wanted you to know, Lorena, I walk them down. I walk them down. And it took me months to crack the code. Thank God for 2 cents. All we had to do was ask him a question. How long have you been a fan? He can't even answer that. Lord have mercy. That is crazy. Boxing Hacker, tell Bill to get you more bread, because now I'm going to tell everybody you working for Bill. Like, we got, like, substantial amount of evidence. We might not got hardcore evidence, but we got a lot of substantial evidence, my guy, because this wouldn't be their first time. You know, Claymore Rain, Ray Davis, people like that. This wouldn't be the first time. But it's okay, my guy. I'm just glad that we busted you out, my guy. It's all good. Damn. I don't know who be lying more. Boxing Hacker or Aunty Scho? Yo, Rich, what's up, Rich?
What's up, man? Speaking of Aunty Scho, you know he on Instagram right now putting out fake reports of people texting him saying that Shakur poisoned them.
What?
Like that. That's what he's doing right now. Yeah, it's all he putting fake.
He back doing that shit. I thought he backed down for that shit. That's
Hold the hell on. Let me look. Yo, Rich, where can I go? Where can I find that at, Rich?
I think it's on Schofield page, but I know it's definitely on YouTube right now. But it's on Schofield page.
On Instagram or the Twitter?
It's on Instagram.
I'm about to go to it.
Yeah, then Shakur just said in an interview that he'll fight Schofield, but it gotta be in the contract that they can't go around lying, spreading fake rumors and stuff like that. He said I have no problem with doing that, but it gotta be something in the contract that all the stuff that they was doing, that they can't do none of that.
I ain't mad. Hey, Rich, I know they was capping on Shakur, bro. Like, I know that personally. Like, they was capping on. I ain't saying that the boy probably ain't get sick near the end or whatever. All I'm saying is, the same way they lied about fighting Abdullah Mason in the amateurs, and that never happened, Rich. He never fought Abdullah Mason in the amateurs. He fought his brother in the amateurs, not him. And you want to know who knows that? You want to take a wild guess at who knew that before they said it.
I know you're talking that shit. They don't want to fight us. They know what they gonna do to my. They know what my son gonna do to him. You can ask Devin, ask Shakur, Abdullah. This nigga Schofield is a crazy nigga. That nigga gonna be like, I'm the next. What do you call him? He said he Henry Armstrong and Sugar Ray Robinson. This is like, I trained him to be Henry Armstrong and Sugar Ray Robinson.
Oh, yo, he definitely did. Hold on, y'all. Let me read this to you from breaking news. Shout out to my guy, Rich. Aunty Scho, because we know this ain't Kid Austin doing this, so this Aunty Scho. We have a video of the toxicology reports, text and more. And are you sure you want to open this can? And then it shows a text message that says at 6 p.m., this isn't something to take lightly, sir. I am not trying to play no games. I got love for y'all and looking out for y'all, but they spiked your son. He said that's a text somebody sent them. But
he texting himself.
Yeah, he only showed the block. He didn't show the whole blockchain. He just showed the block. He said, and the blanks are the legal reasons why what they most said matched the toxicology reports by VIDA and an independent company. Are you sure? Do you want the truth? The truth, Shakur? And he said, and the text message just said, Check y'all hotel bathroom trash. There is a baggie that was used on Junior with a mix of blank and blank. Trust. That's your only proof, mate. Who the fuck says mate at the end? What was they? English bulldog they was talking to? Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh shit.
He back first. He said he backed down for that shit.
I think Shakur got
back
into
up.
with him in the comments over that shit.
Bro, if I'm Shakur, bro, I'm about to slap. No, Rich, if I'm Shakur, I want to fight for real now. Like, fuck a boxing ring. I want to fight Aunty Scho for real. Like, fuck all that, bro. Like, yo, that's crazy. Like, I ain't think they was going to really try to blame Shakur. I thought they would at least just, like, keep it at the Saudis and all that. But, like, to see them, like, really try and come at Shakur, like, bro, we get on here on these panels and we talk a lot of shit. And it'd be a lot of different motives and everything. Shakur ain't doing no shit like that, bro. Shakur ain't doing no shit like that, bro. You're not gonna have me believe Shakur.
You can't be just throwing dirt on his name like that.
Yeah, bro. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, first of all, I don't think that Shakur is scared of your son. I think Shakur thinks he could beat your son. I think he could beat him. So I know. I don't believe Shakur has false bravado about his skills. Like, nah, fam. Nah, bro. That shit is crazy to me, dog. It says he put out something. I even text where I sent at Shakur saying to him that they didn't have to try to kill my son. Am I lying, Shakur? Should I share it? Let's run it next since we are the pussies. Yo, he fucking up his son's career, dog. Like, this nigga's a different type nigga. And y'all fuck with this nigga, man. Like, I don't get it. Like this nigga, like, bro.
Hey, check your on chat.
All right.
Aunty Scho can't take it no more. He kept me like, this shit go edit bad for Kid Austin, man.
This where that shit came from, though.
Because as soon as he lose, it's gonna be over for him. Because everybody gonna want to see him lose.
Hold on, Rich. I'm trying to look at it now. Y'all go ahead and chop it up.
Man, why Floyd do Roy Jones like that with that motherfucking?
No cap always on his board.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
I was like, damn. I was watching some of the knockouts. I was like, damn. It was one after another. I was like, damn.
Nah, I think that's because Roy. Every time Roy mentioned him, it's never like nothing good. Just because Floyd say like so he's better. Yeah, Floyd is always doing like that.
Just because he got knocked out and start getting knocked out and beat at the end of his career don't mean he bad. Like, I don't understand. See, all champions fight until all great fighters fight until they lose. Floyd Mayweather, name a great fighter that ain't fighting until they lost besides Floyd Mayweather.
Terrence Crawford.
And Terrence still fighting. He might lose against Canelo.
Andre Ward too.
Oh yeah, Andre Ward. But
not the injury.
That's what I'm saying. So are you great? If you don't fight until you lose, are you great?
Gracefully bound out.
Nah, Roy Jones definitely
great. If you
great,
never take an L, are you great?
Roy Jones definitely great, but he been asking for this since he used to host. Since he used to host all those fights with Floyd and all them guys, and he was always saying slick shit about Floyd. He been asking for that though.
Yeah, that's because Floyd said he's better. Because Floyd said he's better than Ali, right?
Yeah, but he been saying that. But before Floyd even said that about Ali, if you just go back to all Floyd old fights and Roy Jones, the commentator,
he
always
was
saying
something.
Crazy.
Yeah, Roy Ben ain't liking Floyd.
He always saying something slick to him. This
y'all gotta understand.
the early 2000s, the mid 2000s.
Y'all gotta understand. Floyd
been saying that.
Floyd took Roy Jones' shine. Roy Jones was the man before Floyd. Roy was Floyd before Floyd. And that's why I don't think Roy Jones hating on him or nothing like that. I just don't think Roy Jones like him that much. Because I don't think nobody really liked Floyd Mayweather like that outside of boxing. Like, let's be 100. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So I just think Roy Jones don't like him personally. And the fact that Floyd basically took his spot after him. Like, it just is what it is when it comes to that. It was Roy Jones, and then it was Floyd.
I ain't seen some of them other.
I mean, but why you mad after I took your spot after you leave? That don't even make sense.
Well, 2 Cent, he didn't really leave though. Like, remember,
he got
when Floyd was still popping off, in like 04, 05, when Floyd started becoming major, Roy was still around. Remember, that was before Tarver and Jermaine Taylor and all of that. So I think that might play a little bit in about it 2 Cent. Man, like Floyd came in and took his shine when he was still considered, like, he didn't get beat up and all of that stuff yet, 2 Cent.
This go back to when Roy and Max
Cap. I remember HBO was hating on Floyd. Even Manuel Stewart.
This go back to Roy Jones used to commentate and all that shit. He used to know everything what was going to happen in a fight. Don't get it wrong, but this go back to back then when he was like saying slick stuff about Floyd. He wasn't. It wasn't really like bad. It was just a lot of slick shit. Like, you could tell a nigga, man, like, feel some type of way about him.
I know, man.
All them guys
go ahead, though, Cap.
He was better than Muhammad Ali, so he didn't like that nigga for that. But
yeah, but that was just a reason. That was also a reason for him to be more outspoken about not liking Floyd. That was a reason, but I'm just saying he been saying slick shit.
Man, I just hate because they both great fighters, and like, they two of my favorite fighters inside of the ring. I like Roy Jones outside of the ring more than Floyd, but I feel about Floyd how I feel about Terrence Crawford. I just like Floyd more. Go ahead, Bullet. Yo, Bullet, your background, bro. Somebody's background crazy.
That's probably mine. I'm at the work high. Hold on.
Hey, you seen that video, Dean?
No, I ain't see it yet, bro. I'm gonna have to check after because it keep clicking me out of here. Like, StreamYard been acting goofy as hell, bro. I'm gonna check it definitely as soon as I get out of here. Bully, you good?
Yeah, I'm about to clock out. Give me a second, man.
Oh, are you clocking out? Yeah, clock out. Go get that money, nigga. Nah, man. I'm just like, let me check these sales. Hold on. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Let me check these sales, man. Like, Rich, they playing with my guy Shakur, bro. Belonga out here at the bodegas passing out 2-for-1s. It's getting bad, brother. It's getting bad, man. And Rich, the reason why I be harping on this is because I tried to pre-warn everybody. Rich, see this be the thing. Everybody hit me with the they don't care now. Rich, they wasn't saying that then, no, when I was trying to tell they asses this was going to happen. It wasn't they ain't care. It wasn't that then, Rich. So I gotta be on a helmet about it, bro. Because they told me I ain't know what I was talking about. And he gonna get bigger messing with Turkey. He gonna get better messing with Turkey. Turkey taking over boxing. And now they out at the bodegas passing out 2-for-1s.
Yeah, then y'all still on that shit, bro? Yeah, dude. Y'all still on that shit, bro?
It's even worse today because you ain't here, but Longa was out giving a ticket giveaway today. 2-for-1s. I ain't making a joke. That's for real.
No, I know he gave some to the kids or something like that.
He ain't give it. Yeah, I bet he did give some.
Nah, but people hating on Shakur. They hating on Shakur right now, man. I'm not even a big Shakur fan. You know, I don't. But hey, Shakur about to show everybody, man. The man can fight, bro. That's one thing I can say. The kid can fight. Bro.
A lot of people can fight. Everybody can fight.
Yeah, of course. But I'm saying
he got nothing to do with him being hard headed and that he ain't getting promoted the right way. Go ahead, 2 Cent.
I think like fans not at these fights. I think it affects the fight.
For sure.
Somebody got to mute. I think it affects the fights, man. So I think it's even I mean, we're not even laughing and joking about the ticket selling. I think that that's an issue, and people should be concerned about that. Like, how can Shakur Stevenson, who was just selling tickets, now he's not selling tickets in damn near his hometown?
Don't make
I
sense.
just, it just, it
But
just
he
don't
not
make
the main
sense to
event
me.
though, isn't it? He's not the main
No,
event.
no,
Yeah, it's a double
hold on,
main
Bullet.
event. It's
But
a
y'all
double
tell us
main
to be in the
event.
main event don't matter. So when we clown Devin for being the co-main, I don't want to hear about it. Don't hit me with that. Well, he not the main event. Yeah, so
No,
that means
I
y'all
don't
agree
care
with.
about.
Hold on, Bullet. Does that mean y'all agree with us that they markability is going down? Then you can't have it both ways.
No, I'm saying I'm based off of y'all standard. Y'all saying the main event and all that stuff. I'm going to y'all what y'all saying. You know me. I always keep it real, bro. I don't care about that. Devin is not the main event. I thought he was gonna be the main event. He's not. So what? He's still fighting a good fight. Like I'm paying for the fight. I'm watching the fight. So I don't really be caring about all that other stuff, bro. Like I don't know.
It's
Shakur,
not necessarily like
Shakur,
you scared, but
Shakur messing stuff up as
it's a
well.
topic.
No, but
Shakur, no,
Bullet,
no, I know.
y'all wasn't telling us y'all didn't care about that when you
Dean,
was
I've
telling me
been
and
saying
2 Cent
that.
that he the
I've been
face
saying
of
that.
boxing and Tank gotta do
Dean,
this. What I be trying to tell
Dean,
y'all is the ticket sales and all of that stuff that go around it is why Gervonta don't gotta do nothing, Devin says. Nothing
Dean,
Shakur Stevenson says. Y'all just starting to
Dean.
get it now. When
No, no,
y'all
no,
thought
no.
y'all was actually arguing with us about pay-per-view sale. Look what Devin did. He did 150,000 with Loma. He doing close to Tank. That
Dean,
wasn't
when
your
has me? I'm talking
conversation
about
then,
me.
y'all.
When has I ever argued? I'm talking
Bullet,
about
I'm
me. I ain't
talking
talking about
about the
everybody else.
Hanos clan as a whole, not just
I'm
you.
talking about myself. When I'm speaking for myself, because
Yeah,
it
but
ain't
we
like
ain't
everybody
talking
got the
just
same
about
brand.
you, Bullet. We talking about your whole fan base. Do all of Devin fans not care? No,
Hey,
you
some
know
of them,
most of them
some of
do.
them don't.
So that's
Some
who
of
I'm
them, some
talking
of them
to.
don't. Nah, I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping off of. I said this
Frequent
before.
flyer cared.
Hold on.
Joseph
Because I
Jackson
said this
cared.
before. Dean,
Jonathan
Dean, look,
Jackson cared.
Dean, look. This is what I said before. Bro. On some real shit. The only one, because I believe belts matter. The only one that stuff really applies to is Tank, because he's the only one out of all of these fighters that sold a million pay-per-view. You going, family? All right, be safe, soldier. See you tomorrow. Okay, you already know, family.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, DM him a
But
holler
the
at me.
only one that sold, he the only one that
All right, my
sold
guy.
the million. Goddamn, these other guys, they have to get belts for all that other stuff that matter. That's always been my thing. Going after legacy, getting the belts, that matters for guys like Devin and Shakur and anybody else besides Tank. Tank already had whatever he got, and he got the money. He's on another stratosphere on terms of what you call it. I'm just saying, let's push the fights.
But
Tank
Bullet,
don't
no
want to fight
Bullet,
these guys.
no
It's
Bullet.
not happening.
You can tell us to push the fight, but you got to tell your fighter to stop acting like he's more than what he is, because that's what's preventing the fight, Bullet. Is
It's
that
not.
Devin think he a star? That
It's
Shakur
not.
think he
He
a
is a
star?
star.
They say, hold
He is
on.
a star.
They think they on Gervonta level. They not. They think they got more leverage than they got. They don't. They don't sell how he sell. So when y'all say y'all don't care, they care about that immediately when they go in a negotiation room. That's the first thing they're going to bring up. I'm going to get this cut because I bring this. You're going to get that cut because you bring that. Devin and Shakur don't want that
What's
cut.
up?
They want
See,
a
see,
bigger cut.
see. This,
And it don't
this,
work
this,
like
this.
that,
Hey,
bro.
see,
Tank.
Dean,
He never
hey,
complained about money with. Not Devin.
Dean.
He always said he could. Devin, him and Shakur, they both said Tank can get the bigger cut. They just want the opportunity for the fight. And for the longest, y'all
No, that's
fans
not
have been
what he said.
Nah,
saying it.
nah. Hey,
No,
hey,
no,
Dean,
no,
hey,
no bullet, no bullet. Devin, Bill Haney said he wanted the same deal Ryan Garcia got. That's what
yeah.
they said.
Hey, Dean.
Shakur Steve, hold on, Rich. Shakur Stevenson said, "Yeah, just as long as Tank know that I ain't little bro, he gotta treat me like I bring a lot to the table too." No, you don't. You're giving out two for ones at the
Dean.
bodega.
Hey, Dean. I got several interviews of
Yo, so,
Shakur saying,
go on mute,
I
bullet.
got several interviews of Shakur saying, we know Tank the A side. He done said that millions of times. He done said that too many times. I know Tank the A side. I know this. I know he. Yeah, that he
But
done
then if
said
he
that. I
know
don't
that,
know
then
about.
Rich, then
I'm
tell
not
him to
speaking for.
stop then
I'm
tell
not
him to
speaking for
stop saying
Devin.
Turkey. The only way to get the fight done is with Turkey.
I'm
Then
not.
he don't determine that, Rich.
I'm not speaking for Devin Haney. But all I know is as far as Shakur right now, as far as him, as far as what his career going on and stuff like that, for real with Turkey in his corner, it ain't no coming to no table. You get this much. I ain't just speaking for Tank on Tank's side because it might be like that for Tank, but I'm just saying for every other fighter, as far as Shakur and Devin, they not doing that no more. All that you this, you that, you get 50%, you get that. Nah, it's just a number, and yeah, they gonna fight. So that's the good thing. That's the only thing I can say that's good about Turkey. That's the only thing I can say that's good about Turkey. Ain't all that extra shit that
Yeah, but it's not good for them, though. Rich, it's not good for them. The reason why
that ain't cool, man.
Rich, the reason why they are in this position because they need Turkey. They wouldn't let Shakur would not be letting Turkey treat him like this if he didn't need him. And the thing I'm trying to get y'all to understand, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you need another man when he could pull the rug from under you at any time he chooses, like he's doing now. Like putting you as an undercard, like having money issues. He wouldn't do that with Gervonta Davis. And this the part that y'all keep skipping over, y'all. Y'all want to just ignore that. He would let Shakur Stevenson and Devin go today to sign Gervonta Davis. Don't tell me it don't matter, bro. It does. It matters so much. This is why people get into business. It matters so much. This is why Eddie Hearn, he talk about, I'm not willing to pay Shakur what he was getting. They care about it, bro. That's why it matters. He's not a draw in boxing. Remember when Eddie Hearn was interviewing and they was asking him about Devin Haney and Sandor Martin? What Eddie said? Who gonna pay for that? Who putting up the money for that? They care about it, y'all. So stop saying y'all don't care about it, but you say you want the fight. Well, you have to care about how the fight gets made. And how the fight gets made is who is putting the money up, how much a certain fighter is getting paid, how much another fighter is getting paid. If fighters outprice themselves, the fight's not going to happen. Period. Like Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather.
Like I said, Shakur.
It's over with.
I don't think Shakur or Devin Haney getting underpaid. As far as what Devin Haney said he.
I said overpaid. They're getting overpaid.
Oh, they're getting overpaid. Okay, yeah. You know
why you know that? Why you know that, Rich?
You right? No. You right about they shouldn't let you know what I'm saying? Because if all he gotta do is just stop dealing with them, and then what? You right about that.
And their market value is in the trash now.
You right, but I don't
feel it's like not in the trash. They still getting money regardless. We just want to.
But I don't feel like their market value gonna be in the trash.
Yeah, but they not getting as much money as they would be getting if they was becoming bigger stars. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Dude, they're getting more right now. What are you talking about?
No,
they're getting more money than
Devin Haney is not getting more money now than he would be getting selling 500,000 pay-per-views headlining his own events. No, he's not.
Yes, he is, Dean. You got to realize.
Bullet, do you know how much Devin Haney got paid his last fight? Devin Haney only got like $4 million his last fight, bro.
No, he got. Well, I don't know what he got. I don't really care what he got. As long as he happy with it, that's all that matters, bro.
That's not all that matters because then they come out here and they talk about how they did this and how they did that. That's why it does matter.
As a fan of the sport, all we care, to me, I'm only speaking about me. I know you say it ain't just about me. I'm talking about me as a fan. All I'm caring about is watching these great fighters.
How we get the fight, Bullet? How do we get the fight, Bullet?
Two guys gotta want to fight. It ain't just I understand the money and all that stuff.
He said the Tank about two guys gotta fight, want to fight. Devin don't want to fight Tank. Neither do Shakur. It's all big.
I'm not asking, Bullet. If they want to fight, what got to get ironed out first before they fight?
All the details, but that's for them to handle, D. That's not for you or me to handle.
No, Bullet, if that's for them to handle and they not handling it, but y'all saying y'all want to fight, then hold on, Bullet. If that's for them to handle and y'all saying y'all want to fight, then you need people like me to put the pressure on them to get them to handle it. Do you see how that goes together? What incentive would they have if they wasn't feeling? Hold on, if they wasn't feeling no pressure, they wouldn't do it.
Tank don't want to fight them guys.
How?
That's all. He don't want to fight. He said it. He said he don't want to fight Shakur.
Said that.
He said, "What does Shakur bring? Why do I have to fight him?"
And that's
Does
a
that
good
sound like somebody
question.
want to fight him? Come on,
No,
man,
hold on, Bullet. Because he said that don't mean it's not true. What does Shakur bring to Gervonta for him to act towards Gervonta how he acts?
What did Roach bring? What did Roach bring?
Lamont Roach wasn't running around disrespecting him on
What did
Instagram
Roach
saying
bring
he
though,
gonna
D?
take this and take that, Bullet.
You got him on the back foot, King.
What are you
What
talking
did Roach
about,
bring?
Bullet? They not doing what
What did
Devin was
any of these
doing. They
guys
not doing
bring?
what Shakur was doing. They
What do
wasn't
any
putting
of these guys
demands out
bring?
and telling Gervonta what he gotta do to make the fight. Lamont Roach ain't never did that.
Aunty Davis is a human being,
Nah,
bro.
bro, you can't have
He
it
was
both
a
ways, Bullet. You asked
professional
about
boxer,
Lamont
bro.
Roach. You want to know the difference? The difference is Lamont Roach concedes. He concedes to what his position is. Devin and
Lamont
Shakur
Roach
don't want to do that.
Lamont Roach talking crazy to him right now. They both talking crazy to each other. They
No,
disrespecting
Bullet,
each
I
other.
said, Bullet, I'm talking about before he got the Tank fight. Was he doing that before?
He wasn't even in the same division as him, bro.
Was he doing that before, period, with any fighter?
Lamont Roach wasn't even on the internet like that. But he wasn't even in the same
Oh, my
division.
God. Is you going to answer the question, Bullet? Was he doing it before that fight or not?
I said no, they wasn't in the same division.
Why wasn't he doing that? Because he wasn't in position to do that. Yeah, and Shakur and them and Devin being undercards and not selling out, they're not in position to do it either.
But Devin is too big for Tank. Tank is just too small. He's not gonna fight them.
I'm past the Devin shit. I'm talking about when he could for them. When he was acting like he had all this leverage that he didn't have. And it's proven now, Bullet, because he less popular today than he was when people thought he was gonna fight Gervonta.
Call Steven Espinosa, Leonard Ellerby. They said their fight wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, because Bill said that. No, they said Bill had other plans, and Eddie Hearn confirmed that.
I hear you, Dean, but I know
that's the truth. No, Steven Espinosa said. We talked to Devin about the Gervonta Davis fight. He told us no, they got other plans. And then Eddie Hearn came out here and said that Regis and Devin been playing before his Lomachenko fight. And then what Devin do? Exactly what Eddie said he was doing.
None of these fighters
Steven Espinosa wasn't lying.
None of these fighters finna hold their career up for this one guy. Just like I didn't expect.
Why do they keep bringing him up then? Bullet, they tell him to stop bringing him up. Bill still bringing him up to this day. Bill used Gervonta Davis to try to duck Brian Norman just recently, bro.
That don't even make sense if they're lined up.
So hold on, Bullet, that don't make sense. Then why is Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson at the top of their list?
Because these are always just big names that people will want to.
No, Bullet, you keep trying to have it both ways. You just told me Devin Haney is too big and all that. So why is they big ass worrying about 135 pounders?
Because Bill Haney like bullying them boys. He like fucking Tank Davis. That's why.
And where has that gotten them, Bullet?
He got him a championship.
Who? Because last time I checked, Tank was bullying Devin in his own city, sitting on his car in front of the club.
By himself.
Right, how you gonna bully back and you on an undercard? Your career has went downward.
Rick Timms said a real comment, but Rick Timms, you know what else he said? He also said these young fighters, they keep disrespecting me. They not gonna get a fight like that too. The same thing Canelo said about Benavidez too. That's
hold on. I gotta address this. Go on pause, Bullet, because your background, bro.
He said, Rick Timms, he said the same thing that Canelo said about how Canelo said that about Benavidez. That's crazy that you said that though.
But no, and I agree. But Rick Timms, this is the part I don't like, y'all. Y'all leave half of it out. Y'all leave out the times where Shakur said he's not chasing Gervonta Davis. You leave out the times where Shakur said he was going to go see what's up with Gervonta Davis in the PBC, and he never went and did that. And then he act like he don't know what they called him for. What did PBC call Shakur for? To tell him have a nice day? Do you want a cup of coffee? How's your family doing?
Because that nigga he's still in for Loma. Shit, that's why they call
him. Dean, real quick, I'm about to Dean, real quick, I'm about to hop off y'all boy. My phone from the top. God bless y'all boy. Be safe, man. Y'all have a good night.
All right, Bullet. Be safe, bro.
All right, Brody.
Yeah, like we got to stop doing that. Yeah, he did say that about Shakur after Shakur kept talking about it. But y'all never bring up The 30 times Gervonta Davis said he would fight the man. Like on an interview with the Bull that was laughing with Gorilla about when Cigar Talk asked him about right before the Frank Martin fight when they asked him about Shakur, and he said, Buddy next. Buddy know what he got to do to get the fight. But y'all never tell Shakur to do what he do to get the fight. But Terrence Crawford had to do what he had to do to get the fight with a guy that's not as big as Gervonta Davis. So the mindset, I don't understand that part. If Bud had to do it, what makes Shakur Stevenson fucking special? He's an undercard fighter. What are we talking about? He's not Bud Crawford. He ain't two-time undisputed. And Bud still had to go make it happen with Earl. And made a phone call to make it happen. But Shakur Stevenson don't got to do it? Y'all cool with him just being on undercards and them giving out 2-for-1 packs, though. That's the way to go. Yeah, that's how you should build up your boxing career. Great job. Meanwhile, Gervonta Davis was sold out in their own city. In Berlanga and Shakur's own city, Gervonta Davis was doing better than them. But y'all tell me it's on Gervonta. He got to go do something.
Hey, when was Tank and Roach fight?
This was how many months ago was that? What's this month?
Like March 1st or something? March 3rd?
Yeah, it was March 1st. March 1st.
All right. It's about to be August, right?
It's July. July just started, Rich.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Then they gonna fight in August. They should fight in August, right? And wasn't Tank talking about I'm gonna try to get this fight in May, April, some shit like that? Or right now he said I'm gonna try to get this fight early in April or May. He said that, right?
April, man. What fight? With Shakur?
With Lamont Roach, the rematch.
He wanted this fight. Yeah, he was saying in May we could run. I think May and June, but they ain't happening.
That's what I'm saying. So now it's supposed to be in August. We still don't even know if it's gonna be in August because nobody ain't say shit yet. But at the end of the day,
it don't matter when it is. It's gonna be more successful than them niggas shit.
Hell yeah, it might be. But what I'm saying is this.
No, it ain't no might be. We got proof it is.
What I'm saying is this. While Lamont Roach waiting around, Lamont Roach could already got another fight in. The fight not even there yet at August yet.
Why would he get another fight in before fighting Tank?
Lamont Roach, I'm just saying, Lamont Roach could have got a fight in and stuff instead of waiting right now for this shit.
Why would he do that, Rich, and risk the bag, risk getting injured, risk another training camp, risk all of that?
I understand that.
You're not going to do that, bro. That's terrible business. Why would he do that?
I'm just saying, the way the time is right now, he could have got another fight in.
Yeah, man, Rich, but why would you do that when you're about to fight Gervonta Davis is the question.
Especially if this fight don't happen in August. If this fight don't happen in August, he definitely could have got another fight because they might push it all the way back to probably by the end of this year.
Yeah, again, Rich, why would you risk getting injured in training camp and randomly in the fight, losing? You could get in there and lose and then mess the fight up. Why would he risk doing that?
I understand that. But that just go back to with the Shakur shit, right? When they so-called had a one-fight deal, it was supposed to be by the end of 2024, which Tank didn't even fight at the end of 2024.
Bro, the one-fight deal was supposed to be Lamont Roach. He would have been fighting on March 1st with Lamont Roach when Lamont Roach fought.
Tank didn't even fight at the end of 2024. But I'm gonna say,
yeah, because Lomachenko pulled out. That's why.
Like I said, that was all.
No, Rich, y'all be leaving it out. Why didn't he fight at the end of 2024?
I'm saying that the Lamont Roach fight was supposed to be at the end of 2024.
That's not what happened, Rich. That's not what happened, Rich. What happened was Loma was supposed to fight in November at the end of 2024. They needed a replacement opponent. Then Helman Lamont Roach was supposed to happen that December. That didn't happen. Then they pushed it back to March.
Okay, and that's what I'm
saying.
Yeah,
but if Shakur would have just stepped in like he was
if he would have just stepped in, they would have been fighting.
I can't even get what I'm saying. Saying across. What I'm saying is he was supposed to fight Lamont Roach at December 2024. That shit got moved all the way to March 3rd, right? And they so-called had talks with Shakur in June, July, and he was supposed to fight by the end of the year. So Shakur was already supposed to fight in November. He still could have fought Tank in March. You know what I'm saying?
Shakur, we know that. He could have been fighting when Lamont Roach did. That's what I said.
But wait. What I'm saying to you is this. That's why I believe when Shakur said that. And that's why I still believe it when Shakur said, man, when they had a discussion with Tank, when he said on this other little thing, he said that they said that the fight wasn't going to be really made right now. It was supposed to be sometime next year in
Come on, Rich.
2025.
Come on, bro.
I believe that's what that
It
was.
don't matter when it was supposed to be, Rich. He didn't take the fight, though. It don't matter because that's not what Shakur said. Shakur said no matter. No, that's not what Shakur said. Shakur said no matter what offer, no Rich, bro. We not doing that. Shakur said, bro, that he don't care what offer they send. He going whatever they send, he gonna sign it. That's what he said. I don't want to hear all that. He could afford months later and all of that shit. That don't even matter.
They didn't send no offer. He said when they talked to them, he said they was
first of all, Shakur said he didn't talk to them directly.
Later on in 2025.
No, then Shakur is lying because Shakur got to pick one. Did you hear what they talked about in the conversation or you didn't? Because Shakur Stevenson said his team got the call. He don't really know what happened. And I could go to the interview and show you when he said it.
Yeah, he said he don't even know.
You got to pick one.
He said he don't even know who on his team got the call at first.
Yeah, like how you don't know that? And then why you didn't call him back? Why didn't you do the initiative to find out what they were talking about?
So which one y'all gonna believe, that he don't know what's going on? Or
no, I believe the one I've been telling you, that that PBC reached out to him. He wanted a long-term deal. They wanted to give him a one-fight deal the same way they gave Lamont Roach and everybody else that be with Gervonta Davis that fights with another promotional company. Shakur didn't want that. He wanted a guaranteed bag. And how you know that that's true? Because right after that came out, he changed his hashtag from chasing greatness to chasing a bag.
Yep.
All right, man.
But if the roles were switched, Rich, if the roles were reversed,
y'all got it, man.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Believe
hold on. I'm gonna drop the link. Hey, Prince Savage, you can get up here and tell me that yourself.
Rich, let me ask you a question.
Hey, hold on. Don't nobody speak. Hey, Prince Savage, if he don't come up here in the next 30 seconds, block his ass.
Man,
don't get in the comments and type. I'll be with all the smoke, my guy. You can get up here and tell me yourself.
That's an internet troll, man.
Hey, Dean.
Y'all send him to the shadow realm. What's up, Chris?
What's up, chat? What's going on with y'all, man?
Chris Trucker, what up, bro?
Cooling. I got issue with your title, bro. I got an issue with your title. Can you hear me?
Now, Gary, you go ahead. What's up?
How are we going to debate about a nigga ticket sales that's on the undercard, bro? I got a problem with your title.
Main event. It's
the
a
nigga is on the undercard. It ain't his ticket sales.
They've been promoted like it was his, like he was the headliner though.
The nigga on the undercard.
We know.
As usual nowadays.
That's Coco Curb, man.
He's an undercard fighter. He don't get no ticket sale debate because ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
Damn. Shakur, I tried to. You want to keep listening to Rich and all of these niggas. I tried to save you, fam. I tried, dog. Y'all hard-headed, man. Then when he beat a co-main on another big card, I don't want to hear nothing. I forgot. We just want to see the fight. Damn shame what happened to Flip. But then you think, but then my thing be to y'all. Do y'all think Gervonta Davis give a fuck about what you want? In negotiations with Gervonta Davis, Rich, why the fuck should he care what y'all think about Shakur Stevenson? What do you think him and Gervonta Davis going to talk about in a negotiation room? This be the questions I be wanting people to answer me. Y'all don't care about it. Okay, you don't care. You know who do care about that, though? You want to know who do care about that? Gervonta Davis.
To me,
as he should.
Dean,
right
to
now,
me, there's really no excuse.
To be honest with
hold
you,
on real quick. Hold on.
Right now,
I'm not giving none of these dudes no excuses because we seen Ryan Garcia do whatever he had to do to get that fight made, so we know it can be done. So if these niggas really wanted that smoke with Tank, we'd have seen them fighting Tank already because they had the opportunity. Period.
But at the same time, it's both people got one fight. Because Tank Ben said that back in 2018 that he wanted to fight Ryan Garcia. And I remember that. He said that's gonna be.
He said he want to fight Shakur too. So what's your point?
He didn't say that back in 2018.
He said that more recent. I know. He said it more recent.
What I'm saying in 2018, Tank said, man, the Floyd. He said it's gonna be like a Floyd and Oscar De La Hoya fight. He said he want to fight him. He said he want to fight him right now. So he already had that in the back of his mind.
Bro, he was right, wasn't he? Wasn't he right?
They fought, right?
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. He already had that in the back of his mind that he was going to fight him.
But they fought right now, Rich.
And back at Tank mind, all we keep hearing is he retiring, he going through mental health issues, he doing all types of other shit right now. That's what we hearing right now. And back Rich,
who you hearing it from who? Who you hearing that from?
He said
Come on.
He said
y'all be putting too.
He never told y'all when he was going to do that. He said that's what he been thinking about.
He said 2025 is last year.
But it's not his last year, though. We at 2025 right now, and he fighting.
That's what he said. And we at 2025. He ain't even fight his second fight.
Man, Rich pulling anything out, bro.
So Rich, hold on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So he ain't never say that.
So Rich, he gonna break an Amazon deal. He not halfway through yet.
So wait, he ain't never.
No, I'm asking you a question. He got a 7-fight deal. Hold on, Rich. Now this is facts. We're not talking about our opinions. He got a 7-fight deal.
I'm talking about what he said.
He got a 7-fight deal. No, I ain't talking about what he said. I'm talking about stuff that's in contract because that's more important. That's more set in stone than what he said, Rich. So he's going to break his 7-fight deal with PBC. And with Amazon Prime for $200-300 million that they supposedly gave the man. He gonna just break that and say, "Yeah, I'm gonna retire."
Was that a real
deal? This my thing. This my thing, bro. This my thing.
Wait, hold on. Hey, Dean, Dean, be honest, man. Was that a real deal, man? A 7-fight deal? Come on, man. Y'all
with Amazon Prime, yes. First of all,
can you please show some proof
PBC
of that?
not with Amazon Prime? Hold on, Rich. It's PBC. Hold on, Rich. Hold on. You asked the question. Get educated, brother. Hey, you asked the question. Get educated.
This shit's so funny.
He went to Amazon. PBC and Amazon got a deal, right? Right? Is that real, Rich?
Yeah, they got a deal.
Okay, when PBC go to Amazon Prime, why do you think Amazon would want to do business with them? I mean, who do they got that Amazon would be interested in, Rich?
They had Canelo and David Benavidez and Tank.
Yep, but Canelo's not there no more, but they still got to deal with him. So who would they have to be interested in?
And what they just do with David Benavidez?
David Benavidez got a 1-fight deal over there with in Riyadh season.
Okay.
So I'm asking.
So if they got a deal with them, why didn't you just keep David Benavidez over there with them?
He was trying to. Caleb Smith ducked the fight and didn't even accept $10 million. Didn't even accept $7-8 million from Turkey when Turkey was trying to overpay him. He still didn't accept the money.
Damn.
So, but is Amazon Prime still doing business with PBC? Is more of my question.
They should be.
They are, right? Why would Amazon Prime want to do business with him? Wouldn't Gervonta Davis play a part in that? Wouldn't he be one of the main reasons?
Yeah.
So that's why I believe it, Rich, that he got that money.
And I still want to know where's the proof at.
That's why.
Hey, look, this is my thing. This is my thing. Hold on, Rich.
Where's the proof at? Hold on. Where's the proof? Is that he was in New York and that Barclays was sold out, and Shakur Stevenson them is from there, and they can't even they giving 2-for-1 package deals.
You making a joke about it? I'm being dead
serious. I ain't making a joke, Rich. I'm talking dead serious. Rich, why you think I'm making a joke, bro? When I'm talking dead serious, the both things I just said was a fact.
Joke about it.
Bro, is it not a fact? Hold on, Rich. Hold on, Rich. So is it not a fact they selling tickets 2-for-1? Is that not a fact?
You making jokes again?
No, is it not a fact? You said I was making jokes. Is that not a fact? Can you answer the question, Rich?
And I just want to see a bunch of people get behind you on this panel and say that's true.
Hold on, Rich.
Where's the truth?
Hold on, Rich. Is they not giving? Hold on. Is they not giving out 2-for-1 specials right now? Yes or no?
I don't know. I ain't paying attention.
So if you don't know, how you gonna argue with me about some shit you don't know?
I don't know. You said 2-for-1 specials. I don't know.
Yeah, are they giving 2-for-1 specials? You buy 2 tickets, you get 1 free. Are they not doing that right now?
Oh, I didn't check that.
I'm actually do you believe that they are or not?
I don't know.
So was Edgar Belonga today handing out tickets in New York, comp tickets?
Oh, you talking about? See, I don't know. If I go right now,
then why do y'all be arguing shit and y'all don't know? That be my problem.
I want to know where the truth at with the Tank shit. Where's the proof?
Where's the proof at? Rich.
The 7-fight,
Rich, he
$300
broke.
million
Hold on. Here go the proof. Here go the
Y'all don't
proof.
care about the money. Why you asking about money again, man? Come on,
no, hold on. I got the proof. I got the proof, y'all.
Man,
I got the proof. So hold on, Rich.
Where's the proof?
Man, you deflecting. We talking about
like
the
a
fight.
motherfucker, man.
No, but y'all, he don't want me to get the proof out. I got the proof. Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin did over $40 million. That's one proof. Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach did $30 million. He actually broke his gate that he had with Rolly Romero. Don't you think he was getting money? He wasn't Gervonta Davis getting money before this Amazon deal? That's the proof right there. He hasn't taken the deal.
I'm not taking that away from Gervonta.
So what you mean? Where the proof at? The proof is he earning the money.
Getting money. You said he had a 7-fight deal, and I'm telling you some shit.
They said that. They came out here and said that with Gervonta.
I'm telling you some shit. When he said,
bro, it was widely reported. It was widely reported, Rich. I don't know what you're talking about. It was widely reported that PBC got a deal with Amazon Prime.
Listen, I'm saying stuff numerous times he was retiring this
Rich,
year.
Are you about to tell me anything that's a fact, or are you about to go off of stuff you heard?
You had two.
Because you're not listening, bro.
Oh my God.
It was widely reported that Amazon Prime got a deal with PBC and that Gervonta Davis got a 7-fight deal.
Like I said, where's the proof that the 7-fight, $300 million deal? Because what I just seen, what he said he's retiring.
You just keep saying the proof, bro. You just keep saying the proof. Bro? You want to know what the proof is? Gervonta Davis fights on Amazon Prime. There you go.
No proof. Like I said, he said he was.
So what you saying? He not getting money? What are you saying,
so
Rich? I'm kind of confused.
Deal at if he's retiring by the end of this year? How could he get 7 fights in by the end of this year? He said he was retiring. He said he might come back. He said he's thinking about coming back. I've seen this.
Rich, I got inside reports that said that Gervonta Davis not retiring. So next, what are you talking about? People that actually know him.
I'm going by his word.
Bro, Rich, do you know Gervonta Davis? Do you know Gervonta Davis? Do you know anybody that knows Gervonta Davis?
I'm going by his word.
No, I ain't asking you. All right, let's go by what people know. Do you know anybody that knows Gervonta Davis?
Oh yeah, I know people that know Gervonta Davis.
Well, go find out if he's retiring. Then go ask them, is he retiring, and then come back and give us your opinion on it.
I want to know what
Chris actually knows Gervonta Davis and grew up with him. That's about to speak to you actually.
I want to know what that got to do with Shakur's going over to Eddie Hearn when the fight was right there. What does that got to do with anything?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with it?
They got a lot to do because at the end of the day, I don't really know about all that stuff that Steven said. And like I said, I don't really get into all that shit. But they got
So you don't believe Steven, but you believe everything Tank said. Tank say he retiring tomorrow. You going with it?
I said I don't believe. I don't get into all that stuff what Shakur said on his side or what Steven said. I feel
just
like
with
that,
Tank.
I feel like that fight wasn't even going to happen in 2024. I knew it from 2024 that fight was going to happen.
Or how about this, Rich? Shakur Stevenson said we was getting into 2025.
Second, I'm trying to say is if you gonna say he was supposed to say, I'm gonna say this again, like I said on the last panel. If you gonna say he gonna try to he ducking because he didn't sign over to PBC, that means he was ducking Cepeda because he didn't sign over to Golden Boy when he kept asking for Cepeda fight. And when Oscar said only way you're gonna get this fight if you sign us. So that means he's ducking them too. So I don't get in between all that. The man's made the best move that he wanted to make.
Can't even compare a Tank fight to a Cepeda
exactly, bro. You trying to compare two different situations because
it don't matter if you can compare something to something. All I'm saying is
you comparing two different situations.
One, he's ducking the other. That's all I'm saying.
So that's not the same.
Like how y'all niggas looking at it.
Hey, hold on, Chris. Hey, Chris, hold on, Chris. Chris, Dankfather said Chris is not currently in contact with Tank. He said that part doesn't matter, Dankfather. If Chris wanted to get in contact with Gervonta Davis or talk to somebody who's very close to Gervonta Davis,
I could get in contact with him if I was trying to, but I'm not because that man living his life and
man, Shakur said that's his Super Bowl fight.
He's living his life. I don't need to get in contact with Tank.
Like we don't. Y'all know who y'all talking about. Y'all know Chris was one of Coach Calvin's first Like, let him on, Chris.
Yeah,
That
you
part.
ain't got to say
Yeah, they don't
nothing.
even.
Man, you just
Let
gotta
niggas
let
just talk.
trolls. You gotta let the
Yeah,
trolls.
let
Yeah,
niggas
The
talk
trolls
and
troll.
let them talk.
that
I
nigga.
heard people last time I was talking, people in the comments talking about saying stuff like nobody knows me, bro. I was there before all of them.
Mm.
I knew Calvin before Calvin was a boxing coach. I came up with Calvin's son, the one that don't nobody.
Calvin don't know you, nigga. Stop sucking dick. That's all y'all niggas is doing on here, sucking dick.
Bro, I'll slap the shit out you, nigga.
No, you would not,
I'll
bro.
beat you the fuck up,
No,
nigga.
you would not,
Hold
Bro.
on. Everybody stay in the background. Hold on.
Eh,
Hold on. Stay in the background, y'all.
Stop sucking dick.
Ryan
They don't
Johnson.
know you. No one knows you, bro. Y'all not known in the boxing world. Y'all nobody, bro. Y'all just suck dick and talk about who get paid more all day.
Bro, where you from, bro?
Don't worry about it.
Where are you not? It ain't no don't worry about it. Where are you from, nigga? Where you from? Cause you still wearing attached headphones. Where you from, brother? You ain't even got no fucking AirPods in. Where you from?
They
You got the
don't
old
know
dogs
you,
in, my
bro.
nigga. You got the old dogs in. Where are you from, brother?
They don't know you,
Huh?
bro.
Where are you from, my guy?
They don't know you, bro.
Kick your dick sucking ass out of here.
Yeah, but hey,
Yeah, he
Dave.
just wanted some attention, bro. He got guys a little bit of attention, bro.
Hey, you gotta
Let
let
him
the
go ahead.
trolls troll, man.
Guys, a little attention, whatever. But yeah, man. I don't really
There's a fake champ side in the chat.
If we got fake champs out in the chat, y'all niggas has got to be real, like, sad. Like, just think about this, y'all. You got to get an email address, steal somebody's thumbnail, and then create a YouTube channel, log in. These
Nasty
niggas
work.
be sad, y'all.
Nasty work, man.
and be the first niggas to say they don't care about what you talking about. Go
But
through
you
all that.
you up here on my channel.
Exactly.
Over
I
here
don't
listening.
worry about all that, man.
Yeah,
These dudes, man.
Y'all
That
niggas
shit
is
hard to do,
pitiful.
man. You gotta be like a geek, man, to do all that. I don't
Bro,
know.
that nigga came up here
That
with
shit
the
hard.
old dogs in attached headphones. He still went like, bro. Can't no nigga who don't got headphones come talk to me. Bro, you don't even got earbuds in. You had old dogs. Your dreads not long enough. And did that nigga had on a gray thermal sweatshirt? Nigga, it is 95 degrees outside. Why do you have on a gray long sleeve thermal on, brother? Young man, you got up here at 1 o'clock in the morning to tell Chris don't nobody know him. This shit is like legit crazy. He wants some more airtime. You want some more airtime, bro?
Did I lie, bro? I just wanted to get that straight.
Did you lie to who and about what?
About what?
Y'all don't know Tank.
Are you a teenager?
Team.
How old are you,
bro?
bro?
When was you born, bro?
I'm 2003, bro.
Oh my!
I was 2003, bro. Come on, bro.
I'll take
You
my
wasn't even
fucking
born.
belt
You
off,
wasn't
little
even
nigga.
you wasn't even born yet when I was with Calvin. You wasn't even born yet.
Cause you was never with Calvin, bro.
You wasn't even born. Yo, shut up, bro.
You was never with
Calvin.
Bro.
Go get the milk from behind your ears, bro. Go get that milk off your breath.
It's not even about
bro, why you up here at 1:30,
get the
bro? What's
milk
your
off
point,
your breath, bro?
1:30, bro. But why? It's not even about boxing, bro.
Go
It's
get the
about
Similac off your breath,
You got
dog.
summer school tomorrow.
It's about men's money, bro. Y'all weird. That shit low key kind of gay. It's not.
Bro, we having a boxing conversation, bro.
We having a boxing conversation.
Hold on.
In every
Talking
other
about-
sport, they do it, bro. Every other sport, they do it. They do it in every other sport, bro.
Hold on. Talking
They do
about
that in
money
every
is
other
gay?
sport, dog. So shut up.
You said talking about money is gay?
Yeah, but being in another man's pockets is crazy.
Do you watch sports, young man?
They talk about people money in sports
okay,
all the time.
Hold on,
bro.
y'all. Let me ask him this. So, young man, let me ask you something.
Yourself feel better about it.
Young man, you're not gonna overtalk me on here. You can get the fuck out of here. I just ban you forever. Let me ask you a question. Is the people on ESPN and FS1 are they gay?
Do they talk about people's money or their skills?
Yes, they do.
Are they talking?
Yes,
they talk about people's contracts and what they should get paid all of the time. All of the time that happens.
All just about money, but not
no,
about
I'm asking
boxing.
you a question. Is everybody, is Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith, is the whole ESPN network, is all of them gay?
So
A 2 cents. A 2 cents. Remember that night when I was on here? I think Dean was on there too. I was saying boxing fans is like the weirdest group of fans ever.
Yes.
This is what I be talking about. We can't have a conversation without dudes saying stuff like that. Any other fan group talk about contracts, they talk about skills, they talk about the players, they talk about sports, but we gay for talking about that. Come on, bro. Like this is why I say, bro, like us as a sports group, bro, fan group, bro, like this is the weirdest shit you will ever see, bro, in
Because
any
I'm gonna
sport.
tell you why, Chris Chuck. I'm gonna tell you why boxing's like that and the fan bases are like that, because it's not like a basketball or football where you like the sport of football and then you got your teams you like to watch, right? These people might not even like the sport of boxing. They just got one boxer that they like to watch, type of thing. And then they get on here on YouTube and they start running around repeating stuff. So that's part of it. These people not educating themselves on boxing, and because if you really know boxing, you know contracts and business and money. It's absolutely a part of it. It's absolutely that's why Mayweather is so big in boxing, because of how much money he made. That's 100%. One of the reasons why he's so big. Like, what are we talking about? So when they come up here saying this stuff, it's just stupid.
2 cents. It come down to this. They talk about they want fights. Well, the problem is, how most fights don't get made is because boxers outprice themselves, and that's a good tactic to do when you don't want to fight somebody. We've seen it before any of y'all asked. Why do we
even doing it with Turkey?
I was just about to say they even doing that with Turkey. And before y'all ask why we talk about it or why we care about that, because one of the best fights that we want to see, a guy outpriced himself so badly that he made it actually very unrealistic. Y'all remember a guy named Canelo Alvarez that said he needed $200 million just to fight David Benavidez? That's why we care.
Turkey can pay that nigga that.
But let me say this too. Also, let me remind everybody that you're listening voluntarily. You can easily click off the video.
Yeah, I'm not holding a gun to nobody's head and telling them to come up here. At 116, young man, what I want to know from you, young man, why you ain't on the phone with your girlfriend?
He ain't got no girlfriend,
bro. You are 20. Hold on, y'all. Let's do the math, y'all. He is born in 2023. It's 2025. You are 22 years. I'm gonna give you 21 going on 22.
My oldest kid born in 2003.
Joseph Jack, this is 21 and up live, y'all.
Brother, you got attached headphones.
I ain't that old, man.
Brother, you got attached. He got attached headphones. He got attached headphones with dreads that barely come past his ear, right? With a big ass American flag in the background. Who house is you in? Little nigga, don't come up here talking to me about money or anything when you still gotta use a key to get in and somebody could take it away from you, okay? When you gotta get in the house by a certain time to still be respectful towards your mom, don't talk to me, little bro. Do you understand me? I will take my belt off. Do you understand me?
What happened, D?
Look, a little guy came up here and he got mad because we was talking, I guess Shakur or somebody, one of his favorite fighters, and he wasn't getting no cooch when he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do at 1:30 in the morning when you want to come up here and disrupt panels, my guy. That's all. And then had a gray long sleeve thermal on. Had a gray long sleeve thermal on in the summertime to make it even more diabolical, Joseph.
Hey, Dean, I'll be back up, Dean. I'll be back up, bro.
Now, I'm about to get off here in a little bit, my guy.
All right, y'all be cool, man.
All right, Chris. Bro. Yo, what up? Hey. What up, Joseph?
All I'm saying is, did you cook up Brian Norman Sr.?
You real quick.
Yeah, we cooked a little bit on Brian Norman Sr.
Yeah, because he was talking dirty on your boy. I ain't say shit about the main event because I don't really care about that shit. But that nigga was talking dirty on your boy, talking about we want him fighting on the undercard and all that shit.
Yeah, it's funny how the tables turned, Joseph. We did talk about that, and then
but if it was the main event, it will only be because of that. Like, your son ain't nothing. So,
and now they not even a main event. He didn't know that David Benavidez was going to sign 2 days later. He didn't know that.
Yeah, but Turkey, he is surprised your ass like that. That's why you gotta be quiet.
But guess what? Joseph? Watch this though. He got another surprise for y'all. Guess who might be headlining that card? Guess who might take over the main event from David Benavidez and Anthony Yarde? Take a wild guess, Joseph.
That's if wrist not fucked up. Though.
Oh, I know, but let's say his wrist don't be fucked up. Guess who will be the main event that night?
They said it'll partly be Boots.
Hey,
I don't care though. I don't care though. You already know I stick to this shit. Devin Haney, the highest paid person on that card. You know that.
He's not paid more. He's not getting paid more than David Benavidez. Stop that.
Yes, he is.
Y'all ain't got no proof for that. Y'all ain't got no proof for that, and y'all just talking.
Every time they say what? Damn Times Square card.
Yeah, he's not getting paid more than he ain't getting paid more than Ryan. He ain't getting paid more than the main event.
Joseph, which Devin fight did you see that made you be a Devin fan?
All right, I watched the first Kambosos fight, and then I was like, damn, that nigga.
Since the Kambosos fight,
he young too. So
oh, you talking about? Bro, I was in high school and all that shit. So I was just getting out of high school in COVID. I didn't watch boxing until 2020. Like, you gotta put that.
Joseph, if you still watch.
I graduated in 2020.
You better watch some more tapes. I ain't know you've been watching for 5 years.
Hey, no, I respect.
I did go back and watch tape, but my first time watching him, like I've been told KO.
No, Joseph, I ain't talking about just tape on Devin Haney. I am talking about tape on boxing as a whole.
Yes, I went back. I went back and go watch all the tank fights, all that shit.
Bro, you need just.
Yeah, can I answer the question?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey man, at least he
go
keeping
ahead,
it
crazy.
All right. The first fight I watched, I ain't gonna be boosted. He was COVID. You know, in 2020, COVID. That's when damn. No, he didn't fight. No.
Nah, that's crazy.
Bro, you only been watching boxing as long as my 4 or 5-year-old. She about to turn 5. As long as she been alive, that is crazy.
Hey, look.
What are you talking about? I was in high school. I'm worried about writing my shits and my papers.
Nigga, I liked the boxing before high school. Nigga, what are you talking about? I've been like the boxing long before high school.
I couldn't focus on that shit. You gotta understand. I was on an AAU travel team baseball, so I was doing my homework and practicing for baseball, so I wasn't really focused on that.
Hey, Dean, I want to ask
you. COVID came around.
That's crazy. Now I know, Joseph. I know not to take you that serious no more. That's all I know.
How you not gonna take me serious?
Cause you got 5 years of boxing experience. You don't know shit.
You're casual, bro.
Yeah, like you don't know nothing.
I'm a casual.
You a Devin hardcore.
YouTube exists, and you can go back and watch everything.
Hey, Dean, this is what I want to ask y'all, right? So if David Benavidez fight Canelo, Shakur fight Tank, Boots fight Virgil, who's going to be on the undercard? Because all these fights is good.
They're not going to put all them fights on one card.
Man, you never know what Turkey
that'll never be on one card.
But
no, that Turkey, that's too much money. You're not going to spend all that money in one night.
Let me talk. Turkey will spend some crazy money and lose that shit like a dumbass. But I'm just saying.
Nah, not with Gervonta, bro. He a dumbass rich, but he ain't a dumbass. It's a difference.
Man, that nigga dumb. But I'm just saying.
He a dumb dumbass.
I'm just asking who's gonna be on the undercard. And will you even judge him for being on the undercard?
He'll stack the card out like he normally do. He'll stack that motherfucker out
like he doing for the Canelo Crawford card.
All I'm saying is when you got a bunch of good fights and all that shit, especially them niggas fighting out there, Turkey ain't about to see no profit out of that shit.
To be real rich,
but it wouldn't even make sense to put all those good cards on one, all those good fights on one.
What I'm saying is right now, them fights that's out there in Saudi, that Bam fight is like that. That's supposed to be a main event. That that Devin Haney fight, that's supposed to be a main event somewhere. That David Benavidez, that's just supposed to be a what?
Nobody checked. Nobody checked.
Devin and Brian Norman is not a main event.
Bro, in America, yes, it would be. What are you talking about? Bro, if they was all of them fights right there could be main event cards. They all main event fighters.
Main event fight,
so if it was in America and Top Rank was hosting,
Joseph, they could be main event.
No, no. But let me say this: who on top rank would put would you put over Brian Norman and Devin Haney?
Norman ain't
On
even
top rank,
headline.
because it
On
have
top
to.
rank
It would
yet,
have to
bro.
be a top. It have to be a top rank card.
Norman ain't even
Keyshawn
headline yet,
Davis.
bro.
You can't put over him. Keyshawn ain't sold more than Devin Haney.
Dank
We
Father,
talking
I
about
don't care
America.
where the fight at. Dank Father, I ain't neither one
Hey,
of them
look.
niggas
Hey,
fans. I don't care.
all I'm saying is when you got a
10K
bunch of
one
good,
time don't put you over Devin
man.
Haney.
Hey, look.
When
All
he
I'm
sold
saying
out
is
arenas before.
once you got a bunch of good ass
Bro, you
fights
talking about old
that's
stuff
coming
though,
on
bro.
and all that stuff like that,
Bro,
and
that what Keyshawn did was
especially
old.
out there.
He only sold it out
Let me,
one time.
yo,
That's old.
God damn,
Bro,
It's
homie.
way
Devin
more
Haney
recent
is
than
not
what
about to be
Devin has done, my
headlining
nigga.
nothing, bro.
He
All
ain't
I'm
sold more
saying
than
is,
Devin. Deem. You know
Devin
you
ain't
yo,
like the
sold shit
numbers.
for a while, bro. You talking about old
Where did
stuff?
What
Devin
that
sell
mean?
all the
He
stuff
get
that you
he,
talking about?
bro. Y'all what?
No, what you saying? What you asking, Joseph? What's up?
Bro, Dean.
He
Yo,
You like the
stopped in the
numbers and all this
ground,
and
bro.
that. They talking about Keyshawn will be over him when he ain't sold shit.
Keyshawn to be over who? Devin?
no, he
As
not.
a main event, if the
No, he
card was
not.
in America,
No, he
they said
not. No, he
Keyshawn
not.
would be the main
No,
event
he
over
not.
Devin.
Keyshawn versus
No, he.
who? It depends on the fight.
That's what I'm saying.
Keyshawn
No, he
versus who?
not.
Like Keyshawn versus Raymond Maritala
It's
won't be
sad. It's
over
sad,
Hell
Devin
man.
and
no.
Brian Norman Jr.
Hey, look. Hey, I don't like Devin Haney either, but I ain't no hater, man. He ain't gonna be no under no
But
Keyshawn, man.
Keyshawn
Keyshawn only been main event in his hometown, man. He
But
only been a
Keyshawn
headline
versus
in his
Shakur
hometown,
Stevenson, that'll be main event over
huh?
Devin and Brian Norman Jr.
But that'll never happen. You talk about
I'm
fights
just
that'll
giving
never
you. We
happen.
giving both. We all talking about stuff
Nah,
that'll
nah.
never happen.
Hey,
I'm
look. Hey,
just
look.
saying.
Hey, look. Hey, look. All I'm trying to say is
All I'm
this, man.
saying, top rank
No,
last pay per
hold
view was Devin Haney.
When that
hold
man
on.
go
But to
out
go back to
Saudi
what
That's
Rich
all
Arabia,
I'm
was saying,
saying.
out
hold on to
Saudi
answer Rich
Arabia,
question.
man,
Hold on, Rich. Hold on
anybody
to
could
answer.
be undercard, man. That's all I'm
Hold
saying.
on,
Because it's
Rich.
gonna
No,
be
what I
so
was
many
gonna say
good
is,
fights.
hold on, Rich. Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson to be the headline because Gervonta Davis wouldn't do it unless he was.
Nah, David
Hey man,
Benavidez and
all I'm saying
Canelo
is,
probably won't do it unless it's
Gervonta
main
Davis
event.
wouldn't do it unless he was. End the discussion.
Like I said, David Benavidez and Canelo probably wouldn't do it. Canelo probably wouldn't do it unless he could.
nah, David don't got that pull. That's just what Turkey want.
I said Canelo and David Benavidez. I
Turkey
ain't
do
just
what
talking
he
about
want.
David Benavidez. I'm talking about Canelo and David Benavidez fighting.
I want to know how Turkey is doing more right by y'all. Y'all cape for Turkey so much, but Turkey treating David Benavidez better than Devin and Shakur. How the hell
How's he?
that
How? How?
happen?
He headlining and
How?
he getting paid more, bro. How is he
How
not?
he headlining and
He
getting
not
paid
getting
more?
bro. When them
Hey,
numbers
Bro,
bro,
drop,
if
he
you
not
co-mains
getting
don't
paid
get
Once
paid
more.
more than
again,
the
once
main
getting
event.
again,
paid more
Y'all
than
Bro,
the
can't show me
headliner,
bro,
nowhere
we
where the
Dev,
don't know
co-main
what
Dev
got
got a
about.
paid
set
more.
contract with this nigga.
Once again,
you
we
don't know
speaking on
what you're
10
stuff that we
million
talking
a
don't
about,
know
fight.
Bro,
about.
Oh,
bro.
it's
Speaking
not
on
getting
stuff
no
we don't
10
know
million a
about.
fight,
No, I
Joseph
know. No,
Jackson.
I
10
know
million a
this,
fight.
Rich. How about this? How
He's
about
not
this?
getting 10
I
million
just
a
heard
fight.
somebody
Since
say
y'all know
David
so much,
Benavidez getting
so
paid
much,
more. We don't
name
know
me.
what's going on with their
Hold on.
pockets.
No, I do know. Name me another fight where the co-main got paid more than the main event. I'll wait.
We
Not
don't
never,
know.
not
Hey, I
never.
know
Ever.
Devin Haney got paid more than Roly.
This guy said he's
We
getting
don't.
10 million. Devin Haney's getting 10
No
million a
fucking $10
fight.
million.
He
Devin
got a
Haney.
set number with Turkey.
Devin Haney
Stop,
got
Joseph.
more money than
Why
Rolly
you think you see
and
DHP on
Ryan
the promotion?
Garcia.
Why you think you
Devin
see
Haney got more
DHP on the
money than who?
promotion?
Hold on. You said Devin Haney got more money than who?
Rolly. He
Rolly
got
and
paid more
Ryan
than Rolly.
Garcia.
That's a
Man,
fact.
this
Bro,
guy
Ryan
keep
Garcia
talking.
made $30 million in one fight. What are you
I'm not
talking about?
talking about that. I'm
Devin
talking
don't
about when
Bro,
got
they.
you
$30
talking?
million dollars.
I'm
Nah.
not talking about that. I'm talking about
What?
when that turkey last card.
Devin ain't get paid more than no damn Ryan Garcia. Y'all out your mind?
So what made
Are
Crazy
you
you
say
work.
sure?
that?
Yes, they
Why?
are.
Crazy
Yes,
work.
they
What
What?
made
are.
you
What are
say
y'all
that?
talking about?
Are you sure?
For what? What would Devin
Hold,
get paid more than
Devin
Ryan Garcia
don't
for?
got.
Why?
He don't gotta pay no promotional fees. He ain't gotta
That
pay
be
no cuts
Did
to
y'all
nobody.
niggas
wait.
just say, hold the fuck up? I just want
And
to hear this. Did y'all
DHPV on
tell
the
me?
Man,
banner.
No,
this
answer
guy,
the
I can't
question
And
even
like
talk,
this, Rich.
man.
DHPV on the banner.
Hold on.
Hey, homie, can I talk real quick?
Hold on, y'all know. Answer the question. question. Did y'all
That's
just
what I'm
tell
trying to
me
ask. I'm trying to
that
answer.
Devin Haney got paid more than Ryan Garcia?
Yes.
Is that what both of y'all saying?
Yes.
Prove otherwise on that fight with Turkey.
Man, this shit is ridiculous, man. God damn.
Again, Scho, tell me you don't know shit about boxing without telling me you don't know. Ain't no co-mains getting paid more than the main event. In the discussion,
Joseph don't know no better. He don't know.
Y'all ain't got no proof of that nowhere or no card, nowhere. What would David Benavidez' incentive be to even go over there if he wasn't getting paid? So hold on. This is how confused y'all be. So everybody else incentive, 2 cents in cash. Watch this. Everybody else incentive is the money Turkey pound. But that wouldn't be David Benavidez' incentive.
I don't understand these guys' logic, man. I don't get it.
Where did y'all hear Devin Haney's getting paid more than David Benavidez? Where did you hear that at?
He getting $10 million a fight.
Man, that's cap.
He getting more money than he got paid more money than Ryan Garcia.
Hell no.
When ever. Ryan Garcia got suspended for beating Devin Haney up. They said the boy was on PEDs. And then they still made him the main event. And Devin was on the card.
Devin was the B-side to Ryan when they fought.
And it's the part where they lie at. They forget, y'all, that it already came out that Ryan Garcia got 55% and Devin got 45%. So why did y'all just get up here and lie on my platform? Y'all forgot? This is me you're talking to. I got videos to prove it when it happened. Y'all know I got the videos. Y'all know I made the videos. Devin, a minute he got paid less.
They're going to come up here and say he is on promotional company. He don't got to pay a promotional fee. He don't got to do this.
No, he still had to pay Eddie because he was no. Because remember, 2 Cent, they both complained about not getting their money. So when y'all say Devin got paid more money than Ryan Garcia, I ask you how. Because Devin was trying to sue or got mad and was about to go to court with Oscar De La Hoya. And Oscar De La Hoya said,
they're talking about this fight. Why he's the most on these turkey cards. They're explaining why he's the highest paid because he's his own promotional company.
Rich, you said you talking about this fight, the last fight, this fight. Devin's not getting paid more than David Benavidez or Ryan Garcia. It ain't nothing else to talk about.
That DHP
what you want to explain? I heard what you said.
That's just for tax purposes only. That shit ain't, man, cut it out.
I heard what you said. He about to be the co-main 2 times in a row. Y'all want me to convince me he's the highest paid person on the card? Who told you that? Who said that? Prove that to me. Because as long as I've been watching boxing, the main event guys get paid more than the co-mains. As long as I've been watching. Especially the fighter that's the main reason for the main event. Like David Benavidez, like Ryan Garcia.
So Sherez and Berlanga making more than Shakur Stevenson?
Say that again, 2 Cents. Say that one more time for him.
Sherez and Berlanga making more than Shakur Stevenson?
Equal, if not more, for sure.
That's what Berlanga said. Berlanga said he getting a bag, and Berlanga said, I mean, and I'm just be real. When you look at Berlanga jewelry, I'm gonna just say that it don't look like he hurting, is what I'm saying. And I know he got a bag for that Canelo fight. And Shiraz, I definitely believe that because that's Turkey man's.
Shakur
Shakur
only got 2.1 for his last fight with Turkey, man. Like they're not getting these big checks like they fans be making it seem, man. That's cap.
I know it's cap because we don't have nothing to prove otherwise. Like I don't have nothing else to go off of otherwise than that.
Like I seen Frank Martin buy a Rolls Royce after that tank.
Frank Martin bought a Rolls Royce. He ain't fought in 2 years.
That nigga been throwing money in the strip club every day since too, man.
Yeah, like Earl been chilling since that Terrence Crawford fight. Seemed like they got a bag to me.
Meanwhile, boys is fighting back to back.
You gotta go hold a nigga hand to get a check, man. Come on, man. That shit ridiculous. All they gotta do is go fight Tank. Stop being scared.
Yo, you know it's crazy. We ain't start hearing about co-mains getting paid more than main events till Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. But you know what's so funny? None of them niggas ever talk about Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney's undercard. So I just want to know, was the co-mains on 8 undercards, was they getting paid more than Devin and Regis?
We just gonna stop calling it co-main. Anything under the main event is the undercard. Ain't no undercard getting paid more than the main event. It ain't happening, man. You the main event for a reason.
Hollywood
said,
undercard for a reason.
Yeah, like people are the undercard for a reason, y'all. Like, this is not hypergamy. Like, people are on the undercard for a reason. I'm confused.
And them tickets are moving like tree saps.
Don't let them gaslight you, Dean. Don't let them gaslight
Oh, I'm
you.
not. I just had to hear it out their own mouth. Like, that's how delusional people is. They actually think that these guys are getting up. Because think about it, y'all. If you David Benavidez, what incentive would you have to go over to Turkey?
The money. That's it.
Say it again.
There's no the money. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Easy fights and money.
There you go.
Oh, okay. And it's a one fight deal. No, it ain't even just but 2 cents. This is for one fight. So really, what will have to be his incentive? 2 cents. Somebody, if you got to go somewhere for one fight, you're doing a one-time contract. 2 cents. Wouldn't they have to pay you a lot of money to get you to do something that you don't normally do?
Yeah, of course.
I'm just confused. I've heard it all, y'all. We about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all so much. Everybody, y'all ain't really want to smoke because y'all know over here. And Rich and Joseph, y'all my guys. But I got a rule on here. When you blatantly say something stupid, like boxing hacker, or you blatantly deflect, or you blatantly don't want to answer the question, when y'all tell me that Devin Haney got paid more than Ryan Garcia, when he fought Ryan Garcia, he didn't get paid more than Ryan Garcia. And then y'all tell me he got paid more than Ryan Garcia on the Ryan Garcia undercard. I gotta stop there, brother.
That shit sounds dumb as hell, man.
That shit sounds crazy to me. We gotta stop there.
It makes sense to them.
Man, y'all be good, man. I'll catch y'all next time, man.
All right, my guy. All right, y'all.